Yeah, I don't know why you were waiting, but we.
Well, because he was muted.
No, sorry.
Alright. It's trial time. Wahoo!
Oh, Barack Obama.
The Old Bailey. This place always makes me feel strange. I feel
A little bit
weird.
gay,
I
you
don't
know.
like that.
I feel queer.
Like I don't always feel queer, but this place in particular.
Yeah, because I find really hot people there, especially my arch nemesis.
Seem to get chills down my spine and break out in a nervous sweat all at the same time. I didn't think I'd be back here so soon.
Oh, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Natsume.
It was only 2 days ago I was declared not guilty here.
Yes, we somehow managed to prove he didn't stab Miss Green in the back.
Yeah.
But now this, another morning, another murder, and there I am again in this hellhole. Can't keep coming to court.
Can't keep coming. Beginning to think he's right. It really does seem as though he's cursed. Oh yeah, the
Nebel.
fence.
I'm afraid I have bad news. Oh! Mr. Natsume, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
So, here we are again.
Yes, again.
The bad news, Van Zeeks.
She assisted me speak to my squares. What's the bad news?
Oh, dear. You heard, did you?
If you come in shouting at the top of your voice, people can't help hearing what you say.
Oh, I am sorry.
Okay, everything's in order. What? You've done nothing wrong, Mr. Sato. Now what is it?
Well, it seems that the prosecution in today's trial will be led by Lord Baroque Van Zeeks.
Oh, yes.
Ah, of course it's Van Zeeks. Yeah, he likes me.
Oh no, oh no.
He's gonna get double cursed.
Woohoo! I mean, okay. I was watching someone else play the game. I'm currently at case 5. Obviously, I'm gonna stop before any spoilers. But, like, Herlock specifically said that, the defendants always disappear.
Yes.
I mean, he elaborated on people dying, but within the curse is included, I think, that Natsume left the whole fucking country. Reaper for the Bailey. He's a vampire. He's the most legendary prosecutor. He's been here for like over 100 years.
Yeah, no, it's. I love that that it was established that he only takes the cases with Ryunosuke because he likes Ryunosuke.
He likes him.
Yeah.
Like that's established. It's just
I
that he
fucked your
wants to fight
boyfriend.
him.
I love throwing slurs.
I just
Passive
love
aggressively.
I just love how like Ryunosuke has a ton of chemistry with so many different characters. None of them female, by the way.
Yes.
There's
Like,
not many
yeah.
female characters, to be honest.
I mean,
Yeah, like,
the chemistry with him and Susato is nice, but it's
yeah,
very
but it's more like
platonic.
sibling.
Yeah.
It's kind of a sibling kind of thing. And actually, it is established at some point. At some point, they do say that they're like one big family,
Yeah.
and like they you know, and they feel like siblings. So
One
because of
big
this,
roommate.
so like because of this, I'm like, yeah, no, he only has like romantic chemistry with dudes.
Yeah. The trial 2 days ago, he pursued Suzuki-san and I relentlessly. Of course, by the skin
Oh
of
yeah,
our
he
teeth.
pursued us
We managed to pull
romantically.
through, but still.
Tellement je t'aime.
Je pense à toi.
Shit!
Perhaps Miss Natsume's acquittal in the last trial wasn't the end of the matter. After all,
I know what you're thinking. The legend of the Reaper. Saying nothing can save a person in the dark when Lord Van Zeeks is the prosecutor.
Oh no.
that even if that person is found not guilty, the accused will meet a mysterious end one way or another.
We've experienced it firsthand. Yeah, McGill did. He fucking got murdered by,
Ashley Graydon. Yeah.
And was
Big
successfully
Benedict.
defended, met the most terrifying end after the acquittal.
Big Benedict. Do I have to put those ice cold eyes boring to my soul again? Cursed by evil spirits and now by the Reaper. Pair of petrifying perils potentially.
Well, if it's potentially, at least you'll be able to have hope, Mr. Natsume.
Oh yeah, and I
I'm
also
still
checked that
understanding.
the funny little Wario man was indeed the person who like talked to William that one time they appeared.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm innocent, you have to believe me. You more than anyone now.
Don't worry. I'll be your steadfast ally every step of the way in this battle, I promise. This promises to be a hard battle, I fear.
I love that even in the afterlife, Natsume still has a pathetic time in London and will have
For
even more
real.
perils coming his way. Well, the trial's scheduled to begin shortly. We should move into the courtroom.
Let's go!
Ah, yes, I forgot to say. I'm afraid he won't be able to make it. Mr. Sholmes, I mean.
Dang it.
Yes.
Not the best. He'll distract me. If he were here, I might be tempted to rely on his help. Wink.
What? How? Why would you ever do that?
That could be seen as a weakness. If Lord Van Zeeks were to notice, he'd prey on it mercilessly.
What the fuck? No, that's sauce. That's hella sauce.
That is hella
so
sus. Like, I mean, Van Zix would, first of all, would not really do that, and he would be too focused on his ex, okay?
He would be too
And-
focused on me fucking his ex.
Oh no, that's why Runosuke doesn't want him to be there. He
Yeah.
doesn't want him to see his ex and just have all of his eyes on it. Oh no. Reminder of this one line. I feel like a predator, and I'm going to jump on my prey.
Yeah,
Like-
it's sort of, yeah. Yeah, that one.
Oh, I love this
An
line so much.
animalistic desire to take down my foe.
Yeah, an animalistic desire to take down my prey. Like, oh, there was nothing heterosexual about this sentence.
At least that's my gut feeling.
Mr. Naruto.
You're right. Yes, you're so right.
Also, we can't do a dance of deduction in the courtroom. We're gonna smash into, like, the podiums.
You are.
Oh, well said, local Miss Student Mr. Naruto Esquire. Well said.
I swear on this sword at my side, and on the spirit of Kazuma that it harbors, I'll show him what a Japanese lawyer can do. I'll set you free with honor. My honor!
Oh yes. I'm sorry. Whenever they mention Kazuma, I cry.
Yeah.
Skill issue.
Shut the fuck up.
Okay,
It's
who's the
sad.
jury?
Bottom tag.
Oh, woman! It's the. Oh my god. It's
Oh yeah,
so
no.
much.
I
the
almost
same
made porn
jury.
of this woman.
Oh my god, it's so much the same jury as. I guess it's almost the same jury as his last trial, except. Yeah, no,
Woman.
the fucking Miss Garrideb was replaced by other woman.
Well,
I think so.
Yeah, she's kind of,
In jail.
Yeah.
arrested.
But the fact that the whole fucking jury repeats is interesting.
It is.
In the name of Her Majesty the Queen, I hereby declare this court to be in session. I now call upon the counsels for the prosecution and defense to declare their willingness to proceed.
Wait, I need to prepare my voice because it's been a while.
Yeah.
The prosecution is ready.
Right, I look so dapper.
He does.
The defense is ready, my lord.
Readiness for the trial, my learned Nipponese friend, is not what the defense needs. What you need is readiness for your inevitable defeat. Also, you get a silly outfit, just so you know.
Thank you. It's not just my imagination. It's really there. Lord Van Zeeks has such an animosity towards us Japanese for some reason.
Yeah,
For
no, you just
some
noticed?
reason, you just noticed the racism?
Nah, he noticed that like in the last case, but you know. It was some
Would
time
nev-
ago now that I first became known as the Reaper of the Bailey, I believe. These past few years, he hasn't appeared in court at all.
We've been seeing each other. This is the third time we've seen each other within like a week, my man.
Yeah. Yeah, they're just saying it again because remember, this game came out like years after the first one.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just, you know, telling people, yeah, he hasn't been in the court, but he came back for us multiple times. But it was the first time in like what 5 years or something like this. So like it's omega sus.
Yet now he's back in the courtroom. For some reason. Only when I'm defending. I think
likes you.
me. Oh my god.
I'll never forgive your black-haired monkey for ruining the ending of Domestic Kanojo. Natsuo deserved better than that.
So that is so specific.
It has nothing to do with me.
Absolutely not. No
The
projection.
Reaper, with his curious disdain for us Japanese, is a prosecutor shrouded in mystery. I want to see him draw a sword. I mean, this isn't the time to be pondering that.
I want to
Concentrate on
cross
Soul-Seek-Sun's
swords with
trial.
him.
Furthermore, I now call upon the 6 ladies and gentlemen of the jury. Please stop thirsting after one another. You have been chosen at random to present the will of the people in this trial. Are you ready to fulfill your duty?
Okay, now to remember who the fuck did who.
Oh shit.
It was you, Nebel.
Okay. Absolutely, I had a feeling this Larkin wasn't innocent before.
I must say that I feel especially ruthless on days when my hat refused to sit right.
Oh well, I rather like how you're wearing your hat. I think the ruthless look is very fetching, actually.
Oh, I guess since she's replacing Miss Garrett, it's me.
Yeah, go ahead, be the woman.
Oh, fancy lady!
I tell you, I almost made porn of her. She's so beautiful.
Oh, and next up, Esta Buenas.
Yeah, he's back.
He's back! I need to be somewhere at 10 o'clock. I have a very important meeting. Let's make this quick.
I think that was you.
Buenas, eh?
Let's go.
Oh, may the Lord show us all the light here and ladies flock to a righteous verdict.
Oh, he's
Oh shit, now he's religious.
Since when is the oh my god, he's bringing up the religion for the
Okay,
first
so
time.
he is a random old man with problems of hearing. He's also an old man who is very religious and an old man who is also a surgeon.
He's
You
so
see, I-
multifaceted.
I made this fine lady yesterday and she believed in God, so I've been pretending those past few hours so I could play with her.
The British jury system is so very different to our
I'm
own,
not projecting
isn't it?
again.
It's quite extraordinary to think that the power of judgment is in the hands of 6 members of the public, and that the judge can only pass sentence when all jurors are in agreement about the defense's guilt.
Yeah, it's fucked up. These guys are not qualified. 6 citizens of London chosen at random, air quotes. Or at least that's the idea.
There's like 6 people living in London.
Yeah.
The prosecution would draw attention to the fact that the accused was on trial here but 2 days ago. Accordingly, where possible, the same jurors have been asked to return for duty today.
Okay, so it's
Okay.
logical.
Well, let's commence the trial. Lord Van Zeek, your opening statement, please.
I like men, sorry. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, it is not the intent of the prosecution to cast doubt over your past decision. However, the innocent verdict afforded into these eccentric Nipponese before has had dire consequences. Did the accused repent from his wrongdoing in that affair? Far from it.
I mean, who the fuck
What
do you have...
wrongdoing?
Literally, who the fuck do you have to be let out of court for a murder you definitely didn't commit and then to just commit another?
Yeah, bro. I just want to say, by the way, that the I like men was just his stating, his starting
his opening statement.
thing. It was his opening statement, but like for Tinder.
No,
But like for Grindr, actually, Grindr is more accurate.
it was
Well, that kind of speaks for itself, doesn't it?
it was the opening statement for the closet.
Of course. I like men. Get out of the closet.
Instead, he used his freedom to perpetrate a most blood-curdling crime. Namely, that of the attempted murder of his neighboring lodger, an
You know,
innocent Englishman.
I just got the joke about like the opening statement, like for the closet.
Yeah,
I'm
but
like when I said it, I was like, oh, that's so fucking
Oh.
clever. Actually, I'm sorry I didn't get it right away. I love you, Songe. You're literally so so
I'm
clever.
funny sometimes.
Hell
You're
yeah.
so funny. I'm just
Japanese.
not very smart, so I didn't get it at first.
To explain the circumstances of the crime, the prosecution calls its first witness to the stand. Whooshing! I stole that from Kiryu, the detective responsible for investigating the scene, and the accused himself.
The Sen.
The sand.
The
The
scene.
Sen. The Sen.
Listen. Oh, is it the
the
Soul
Thames,
Power
the
Hour?
Thames.
Witnesses, your names and occupation, please. Yes, sir. Tobias Gregson, Detective Inspector of Scotland Yard's Homicide Division. Suzuki Natsume from the Empire of Japan. My government ordered me to come here as a student to study your language and culture.
Mr. Natsume,
Yes, my lord, sir.
I'm quite sure I'm not mistaken that you swore an oath never to set foot in my courtroom again.
He did. He did.
I remember it as if it were yesterday because it was fucking yesterday.
Well, 2 days ago.
The day before, in fact, my lord. But close enough. Believe me, this is the last place I want to be. Inspector, let's hear from you first. Explain the case for the court. Right you are, sir.
I
It's
love
funny, it seems
Gregson.
like we have the same voice. I feel like I heard you before. The incident occurred at the Carradine household where the defendant has lodgings.
He was eating silk.
In the ground floor room of the victim, Mr. William Shakespeare. The defendant had already admitted to visiting the victim on the night in question. Mr. Shakespeare collapsed in his room as a result of poisoning by strychnine.
Sham spear. Shame spear.
Shakespeare.
Shame. It's too much shame upon his failing acting career.
He was found the following morning when the landlord, suspecting something was wrong, broke down the door.
This means, I presume, that the door to the victim's room was locked at the time of the incident.
You know what, actually, you gotta give props to the game for portraying every artist being poor as fuck. Which is, like...
That is very, yeah,
that is so
absolutely.
true.
I mean, I live this art style, this
Yeah.
this
Hello.
lifestyle, and this is the worst.
Correct, my lord. It was locked from the inside, making entry to or exit from the room impossible. I'll to the victim, Mr. Shakespeare lived to tell tale. He very nearly didn't. The man was halfway to heaven when we first found him. I was the first officer on the scene, my lord. I have a photographic print here that I took at the time to show it looked.
Not the artistic rendition now.
Yes, a chilling scene indeed. The man looks very much diseased.
That's right, everyone doesn't play that.
Oh, drowning.
Ooh.
Very well. I shall accept this as evidence. Now then, Mr. Natsume.
And we've got the
Stop interrupting me!
seats.
Take it down! Take it down! Take it down! I can't see my beautiful face anymore.
Shush. Okay, scene taken
Don't
by the
shush
victim
me,
can be seen
defendants.
unconscious at the table. Woohoo. Oh, there's a stain. Gas leak? Hello.
Oh, thank God.
Yes!
As a defendant, do you have anything to say at this juncture?
They're haunted by evil spirits.
Good gracious, what's haunted?
My lodgings! There's been a whole series of strange happenings in my lodgings. The tenant before me died in mysterious circumstances. A woman was stabbed by no one on the street outside. My neighbor was poisoned. And me? What about me? I've never been killed countless times.
Killed, Mr. Natsume? How?
Even on that fateful night, it happened when I returned from Mr. Shakespeare's room. I lit my gas stove and climbed into bed, but before long, the stove went out and somebody tried to kill me!
Oh, what? Dude! Why'd you not mention that before?
You must always extinguish all fires before retiring for the night, Mr. Natsume.
But it's all gone! My runny nose would freeze! Despite this, I didn't poison my neighbor. Ah, what am I being accused of this? Why is my existence so cursed?
Thank you, witnesses. I believe I have a reasonably clear picture of events.
If I could raise one more point, my lord. One more conclusive point.
Conclusive. Go on.
Fortunately, the victim, Mr. Shakespeare, has regained consciousness after his ordeal. And he has named the true culprit.
Hmm.
The poison consumed by the victim was administered in the cup of tea that he drank on the night in question. Tea, my lord, that was brought to the victim room by the accused.
The accused. Good grief! Order! Order!
That's the crux of this whole case. So Sixan is innocent, then why? Why has the victim accused him?
Well, Mr. Natsume, what have you to say to this accusation?
That evening, yes, I did take some freshly brewed tea with me when I visited Mr. Shakespeare's room as a gift. The public water pump outside always freezes at night, so I bought a bottle of water especially to make it. And this is the result. Never will I touch tea again. Never!
Oh, the misery.
Tough words from a Japanese person.
Japanese person living in England.
Yeah.
Damn.
The public pump was frozen, you say?
That's not information we've heard before.
No, thank you. Now, according to our laws, the defense must have the opportunity to cross-examine witnesses at least once. Therefore, I call upon these witnesses now for a formal testimony. I presume the protection has no objection.
None whatsoever, my lord.
Good. Because I wouldn't fucking care if you had. Then you will give your account of events on the United Question in court now.
Yes, my lord!
Wow. Witness testimony.
The catastrophic night.
Let's go.
It was around 9 o'clock that evening when I visited my neighbor, and I took some tea with me as a gift. We had a heated, literary debate over a nice, hot drink, after which I went back to my room at around 11. My tea was completely harmless. He couldn't have locked the door behind me otherwise, could he? Striking takes some time to have an effect on the body. People don't kneel over immediately after taking it.
Strike 9.
Strike 9.
Clock
Just like
strikes
the clock.
9.
Yes, thank you for a joke, Prosecutor. The victim would have been perfectly able to lock the door after his guest left. The argument still stands.
One second.
Hmm. I mean, maybe
Yes.
the culprit put the poison in the... No, he couldn't have put it in the water because... No, they both drank it. Hmm.
Yes, I see. This is pretty straightforward.
Excuse me, but that testimony does raise one rather crucial point, I think. Mr. Natsume claims his tea to have been harmless. Presumably, though, the teacups have been examined for traces of the poison, haven't they?
Why didn't I think of that? Why didn't you?
Well, as happens, no, we haven't been able to.
Because we took it? No.
Correctly, Inspector. Scotland Yard has failed to examine the suspect substance.
How could you have overlooked something so important? Isn't that the first thing you should have done?
Isn't it ironic? My learned Nipponese friend is falsely incensed. The inspector said Scotland Yard was unable to examine the tea, not that it was overlooked, unlike you.
Why?
Oh,
It's simple enough that there was none left, not a drop. Someone must have been very thirsty indeed. With current scientific technique, it's not possible to test for poison under such circumstances.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
We only need a drop, but that one drop does actually have to exist, funny enough.
Maybe. Could be.
Mhm.
The lack of examination notwithstanding, it appears nothing questioned that the tea passed the victim's lips on the night in question.
I see. Thank you. The matter is clear.
Cast your eyes over the jury, my learned friend.
Huh?
You can see it in their face, I'm sure, the recognition of the accused guilt. Your client's fate is all but sealed. In mere moments from now, you will lose, and your compatriots will be damned for all eternity.
He's right. I can feel all 6 of the jurors looking daggers at me. Oh my
the
god,
physic is better.
the fucking, the different gloves. Ooh.
Is it just me or the jiggle physics was like, you know, stronger than in the past game?
I did not pay. I looked at the gloves this time.
I looked at the lips, the
same.
kissable lips. I
Priorities.
did not notice the gloves, dude.
I was like, wow, this man is wearing one single glove.
Yeah. Quoi?
I can't let them beat me down. I won't. Cross-examination.
The cat.
That cat. Yep, tea as a gift. Uh-huh. How long does it take for symptoms to appear then?
According to the coroner I was speaking to at the yard, about 30 minutes after the poison is consumed. Then the victim suffers violent convulsion, cramping, and stiffness, and eventually dies from asphyxiation.
So there's a 30-minute interval between when the poison is ingested and the onset of symptoms. Seems to be a lot of different types of poison in the world, that's for sure.
Oh dear. Death by poisoning again. It's always so awful.
30 minutes is a long time. Certainly long enough for the victim to have locked the door behind the accused after he left.
Can't deny that. Further degrade Sosek-san's alibi.
I have the medical report from the doctor who examined the victim here, my lord. It spells it out, really. The accused is the only person who could have done it.
Yep, a quarter record.
Oh, yes. I see it here.
Let me also see it. Obvious mentions of poison.
Excellent.
William Shamspeare, 31. Cause of coma. Ingestion of a small quantity of strychnine. Toxic effects present 30 minutes after ingestion. High likelihood of the substance having been mixed with the tea the victim was drinking. No sample could be obtained for testing. Congestive conclusions. Investigative conclusions, what?
Congestive. How did you read that?
I don't fucking know. I saw the gative. I don't know. The poisoning incident occurred at around 1:30 a.m. on the 21st of February, assessed from the victim's pocket watch that appears to have broken when the man collapsed after the delayed onset of symptoms. No container for the poison was found at the scene. The pocket watch, huh? Oh, he went to bed. Oh, wait. Hold on. Okay, so wait. He died at 1:30 a.m. Soseki-san went to bed at 11.
Yeah.
That's way more than half an hour.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay.
Hold it!
A literary debate about Shakespeare's works, I think you said.
Shakespeare's
Shakespeare's
work.
Alright, no, Shakespeare's work is the what he performs, yeah.
There's nothing to debate over.
Sorry,
Shakespeare.
I'm not quite there today.
Shakespeare! A very worthy topic of conversation, I must say.
Romeo and Juliet, who was stronger? It was a profoundly pleasurable play.
Pleasurable, huh?
Who was stronger?
Who would win in a fight?
Tonight in Death Battle.
Romeo versus Juliet. And then they just both kill themselves.
Yeah. And the winner is no one.
It was a tragic. It's the tragedy of Romeo and Juliet play ends.
In terms of power and speed, the two opponents were at the same level.
I'm gonna regret asking this, but how did the debate go?
Well, we both agreed that we will reach a conclusion more quickly with a reenactment. So we battled it out in a Greco-Roman style. That's gay.
So, yeah, no, I told you, I ship those two because they literally did this. Just read, don't make jokes. They literally battled it out.
Mr. Shakespeare had all sort of costumes in his room for such a contest.
So when you say a reenactment, you mean you were LARPing?
Yes, Romeo eyes Juliet after a vigorous, wild tussle. Okay, wait. 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 Let me tell something. At the end of Romeo and Juliet, Juliet drinks poison, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's Juliet drinks poison to feign death. Romeo sees her and kills himself for real with
another poison.
With another poison, yeah. And then Juliet wakes up, sees Romeo's actually dead, and kills herself with his dagger.
Okay, what if... Okay, note that's important. Who was... Because I remember Soseki was like, Juliet is the stronger. So that means that Shakespeare was playing Romeo. So
Yeah.
maybe, while reenacting the scene, Shakespeare played as Romeo and actually poisoned himself.
That would be so funny.
That would be hilarious!
I'm gonna say...
He was LARPing, you know?
Dude, if this
LARPing a bit too hard!
if this is it, I'm hot. That's all I'm gonna say.
I don't think so, because the timeline doesn't add up, but it would be fucking hilarious.
It would be hilarious.
Just saying, if this is what it is, I'm hot.
Yeah, no, you
Yeah.
would be so hot for that.
I, as Juliet, came out on top. A
Wink,
victory
wink.
cherished forever.
You were on top,
Dude,
huh?
it's so
Wink,
gay.
wink.
It's
You're
literally so gay.
Yeah, no, Shakespeare definitely is a bottom.
No, Shakespeare. Dude, okay. Do you guys want to know the actual context for the picture I posted, by the way?
yeah,
the
right.
porn thing?
Uh-huh.
The original context, you know, the concept for it was that after the battle that they had, you know, he was on the floor, you know, with a bunch of hickeys, you know, on his neck and everything, and he was basically masturbating after that.
Oh, bro.
Okay,
So
cool.
that was the concept for it.
Alright.
It was only partially rejected because it was meant to be a solo piece and meant to not imply any kind of ships.
Uh-huh.
So I just removed the hickeys, but I'm
Cool
in
beans.
my heart of heart, it was taking place after because my dude, like you cannot tell me this is yeah, we're gonna battle in a Greco-Roman style and just with one man in a dress and the other just just role-playing as lovers because that's what they are and just absolutely just throwing it
Yeah.
out.
Me role-playing as lover with my friends.
Absolutely. Yeah, just well, like nothing bad, like that's not gay.
We didn't have sex, we're just role-playing. What the fuck do you mean?
Yeah, exactly. We have the costumes on. That's
You're
not
just
gay.
hyper-fixating on our favorite thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, but it gets better. Honestly, you guys are not ready for how gay it gets. Anyways,
Nope.
I do not imagine the terrible scene of carnage.
I mean, at this point, I believe anything can go. Ace Attorney can go as gay as anything possible.
one day, there will be a new game.
Oh.
One day.
I
There
mean,
will be a
yeah,
new
no,
game.
definitely.
The better.
One day.
I mean, they're
And-
kind of out of making remakes.
Oh no, they're still investigations. They're still investigations.
Ugh, I guess.
Oh, but it's not as gay.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
because
gay in
Phoenix
the sense
doesn't
that
exist.
it's like Edgeworth longing for Phoenix.
Yeah.
Well,
They
Phoenix not
can't
being
even
there.
say his name.
Yeah, and like and him being like, you women, ugh. So cooties, like he's like, oh, women's perfume, oh, disgusting. So yeah, so that's the gayest you get, honestly. But if there's a new game, I truly believe that you will just see on both Edgeworth and Phoenix's hands, like on the ring finger on the left, you will find a ring and it will not be explained. They just have a ring now. Like, that's it. That's the only thing that will happen in the game. And I'm so, I'm so here for it. Capcom just has to stop being cowards.
They have to stop being cowards.
Yeah, but I know it will never happen because I'm pretty sure that same-sex marriage is not allowed in Japan yet.
I think
don't
so.
know.
I'm pretty sure it was rejected.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was rejected too.
That sucks.
So I would absolutely, since the game technically takes place in Japan, it would, be impossible.
They can still
Is
watch
it really in
gay,
Japan
though.
or is it like
It is in-
California?
No, it is in
California,
Japan.
Japan.
It's just
No,
the
California, Japan is
localization
in the-
making it vaguely American.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's only in the English version. In the actual Japanese version, it's just taking place in Japan.
Okay.
So, anyways.
The fact remains that you.
You removed the teeth.
I boiled the water in my room and made a pot to take with me. I heard that he was too poor to have tea himself, you see.
It's true. There's no sign of any tea leaves in the man's room.
I wanted to do something nice, to be friendly. So why is everyone looking at me with such suspicion?
I just wanted to have a date with my boyfriend.
My tea was harmless. Of course it was.
Do you have any basis for that statement, witness?
Okay, I may be jumping the gun here, but I'm going to attempt.
Do it.
It takes up like a helicopter. Alright,
Because you're not really objecting to his statement, but it's really relevant.
Hey, the music
Okay,
stopped. Let's
good.
go. Mr. Natsume, you say it was 11 p.m. when you left to return to your room, correct? And Inspector Gregson, can we rely on the information in the medical report unconditionally?
Of course we can. There's no problem that report's on time.
Actually, I think there's a very big problem. Because there's a chronological inconsistency between it and the defendant's testimony.
What? What are you on about?
According to this report, the victim must have consumed the poison at around 1:30 in the morning. And yet, the defendant, Mr. Natsume, left the victim's room at 11. Got his ass. That's right. There's more than 2 hours of missing time there. He's choking on he's chowing down on one of the chips. In other words, if there was poison in the tea that Mr. Natsume brought to the victim's room, how could the victim have fallen ill to it 2.5 full hours after the defendant left? They have the same
For the same animation.
It was cheaper to do.
The defense argument is entirely reasonable. How do you respond, Norvenzix?
By
I
drinking
do not
myself
respond.
silly.
Yeah, just.
Oh,
I know
I'm
what
gonna-
he's gonna say. I know what he's gonna say.
I'm gonna need another drink.
I can predict what he's going to say. Pray forgive the discourtesy if my mind has wandered.
Was that close?
No, what he's gonna say after.
Okay.
What do you think he's gonna
Toast?
say after?
He's gonna say that the thing is, Ryonosuke is like, yeah, my client is innocent because he's saying that he left at 11, but the cause of death should have happened at 1 a.m. But what you can answer to that is like, yeah, or
He didn't drink it right away.
no, or the accused is fucking lying. You could just say that.
I mean, you could. I think he's gonna say that. Oh, actually, he didn't drink it right away.
No,
Well,
but no.
hopefully
But then we can. There's no tearing on Mr. Oh no, wait, no tearing on Mr. Natsume's cup. Oh, so Natsume drank it fast, and Shakespeare didn't.
Oh, yeah, okay, you're right. So, yeah,
Ooh.
one drink it after the other.
So
Yeah,
I
so
can
means that Shakespeare did not drink it right away.
Oof.
Yeah.
Oof. But why would he drink not warm tea with his with his buddy?
I don't know. He was too busy kissing boys.
I was considering what cuisine will best complement the content of my allowed callus this luncheon. The final evolution
Wanna
of
have some
evil.
Lunchables with that?
Please not.
How could it have happened, you ask? That hurts. I dread to shatter illusion, but my Nipponese friend appears to be chasing a phantom idea.
A phantom of the opera?
No, you mean a phantom like the. My God, you're talking about the haunted lodgings. Also, we have a Phantom of the Opera AU with my friend. That is a Van Lock AU.
Oh, of
But
course.
actually, the Phantom is not Van Zeek's. It's Herlock.
I mean, you know what? With his energy, yeah, no, that's so chaotic of him. That
Yeah,
makes
it's all-
sense.
It's because, I feel like he would not want to pay rent, so he just lives in the sewers.
He lives in the walls.
He lives in the walls because he doesn't want to pay rent, and he has like, and I mean, the Phantom of the Opera was also like, he was someone who played instruments, of course, and he was also like making a lot of like
yeah,
contraptions.
I could see Van Zeeks being an opera singer.
Oh no, he's not an opera singer. No, he's Raoul. He's the rich guy who just comes in and gives money to the opera. You know? No. You know who is in our AU? You know who is Christine?
Rianovsky?
No, it's Iris.
Oh my god!
Yeah, that's why Herlock has an interest in her, because he wants to, have her be, his like protege,
Oh my god.
and like Van Zix is like nah, and the fuck you mean nah, and they fall in love basically, and it's cute. Listen, I always have like a little thing for Raoul and Phantom thing.
Uh-huh.
Because they're so toxic, I'm just like, yeah, let's just have them be toxic with one another. Like, leave Christine alone. She didn't do anything. But yes, I might talk more about this AU later. Also, by the way, the owners of the opera are Kazuma and Orinosuke.
Ah, okay.
Of course.
Like, basically, the opera used to be... they were basically completely thrown for a loop, where they were like, oh yeah, by the way, the opera ghost wants like so many fucking shillings every month, and they were like, wait, the opera ghost? What? You already paid for the opera. Bye bye. So yeah, and now they have to deal with that. I don't remember. I think Carlotta was the lady who got murdered last case. The murderer.
Oh, Giselle.
Eglantine.
Giselle Brett. Yeah, Carlotta is Giselle Brett. And I think we said that Carlotta's husband was going to be the detective Osanaga.
Mm-hmm.
I have notes. I will read them later
Anyways.
because it has some spoilers, but yeah. Anyways.
Is it so hard to imagine that the victim drank his tea after the accused had left? For example,
There you go.
For example, at the time stated in the medical report. Yes, at around 1:30.
Objection. Mr. Natsume brought the tea with him to drink together with his neighbor. In Japan, there is a well-known saying. Drink tea while it's hot.
Objection!
And in my country, there's an even more apt saying. There is nothing more refreshing than cold tea.
It's cold, it's winter, my man! The point is, if there was such a long gap, there may be other ways to explain how the victim came to be poisoned. Other possibilities.
What sort of possibilities, Counsel?
Well, for example, the man could have had another visitor.
Another visitor? That's a very bold assertion, my learned friend. From someone who has nothing to substantiate it.
Or the victim could have taken the prison of his own volition.
The poison.
Poison. Whoops.
The prison. The piso.
You suggest this may have been a suicide, Counsel?
Mr. Shakespeare has categorically denied suicide. The idea can and must be discounted.
But he could be lying. Oh my god, Ryunosuke, stop! You're making
You're
yourself look bad in
reaching.
front of the
You're
fucking jurors.
reaching.
You're making yourself look bad, my man.
I love Van6 doesn't have anything to say. He's like, God fucking damn it, dude.
Disappointment.
There's something wrong, Lord Van6.
I was listening to the sound of the carriage pulling up outside the courtroom. Pray forgive the discourtesy.
Carriage? What carriage?
It would seem that the key player in this case has just arrived.
Hold it!
What?
She knows.
Out, out! Brave candle! Life's but a walking shadow.
Oh my god, he's here! He's alive!
A poor player that struts and frets his hour upon the stage, and then is heard no more. Oh! It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sun and fury, signifying nothing.
Oh, slutty little hips. Look at him go.
Oh, he's so slutty.
Who, sir, are you?
William Shakespeare, my lord. Alas, 'twas I, undone by this bitter event. I am the victim.
Wow, first time victim can be on the witness stand, aside from, like, some ghost possession thingy.
Yep.
What's he doing here?
I mean, I think he's very concerned by the whole thing, man.
Sort of involved.
The prosecution seeks to call this gentleman to the stand. With his testimony, my learned friend, futile resistance will be utterly crushed.
You're calling him as a witness? Yeah, of course. I want to hear his story.
Very well, counsel. I grant your request with interest. I'm curious to discover what the court shall hear from the victim himself.
Oh, happy am I, Shakespeare, to regale thee with my tale of woe, my lord.
I still have my own tale to tell! My own tale of worse woe! I can regale the court with the tale of my perfect innocence and my imperfect English!
That will do, Miss Natsume. Let the court now hear from the victim.
Oh my god.
Oh, this guy's here too. Yeah.
Like, who
Mario!
was voicing him?
I think you were doing Wario, but like I can do him.
Yeah,
Oh no,
I've been
Songe, yeah,
making
Songe is doing Warrior, but yeah,
I've
Nebel
been
might
making
be
a
better.
ton of character.
Yeah.
You have too many characters.
Alright, so that's Mr. Shakespeare. Who's the other man beside him?
Actually, it might be better actually if it's not you who plays
Oh, okay.
Nebel. Like, because of interactions later on. So it might be
Okay.
still better for Songe to do it.
You've got
Okay.
this, man.
Yeah.
Alright, 4
Sorry,
hours.
sorry.
It's
Sorry.
okay.
It's the Songe Power Hour, you know?
Yay!
Yes, I feel sure that we've caught a glimpse of that man before.
State your names and occupation for the court places witnesses.
A writer of words so sweet, they do stand the breeze. An inventor of ideas so profound, they compose the earth. The unrivaled poet, the unmatched scribe, William Shakespeare, with a great bard to be recalled to life anew. Oh no, what a magnificent man. Good fellows, I am he who ponders such a miracle. William Shakespeare.
The name is Metterman. Adron B. Metterman. I can't do
Wow.
warrior. Wow, I don't be Metterman.
That's good.
I work for the Altamont Gas Company, East End branch office.
Oh, you're the gas man.
The gas man.
Gas man, that's
Gas
what
man. I remember now. It was yesterday on Briar Road.
Right, it's him.
I.
Papyrus moment. Something wrong with Naruto.
His fucking nutcracker mouth.
And he fucked off.
I'm out of here.
He Jojo posed out of here.
Hello,
Spotted him outside Mr.
Oh,
Garrett's
Mario.
house that morning. He's a gas company employee? What does he have to do with this case?
So, Mr. William Shakespeare, you are the victim in this miserable affair, correct?
Oh, heaven. Oh, hell. Do you command me to remember that sweet poison that didst cross me and cross mine innocent lips?
Aim for the
Sabrina!
trial. I Sabrina in for the trial. With doctor's permission, naturally.
Not Sabrina!
Hearing the testimony of the aggrieved will remove any room for doubt from the jurors' minds, I'm sure.
Behold! Behold! You have only to arrange the letters of my name to see that me is a seraph, an angel indeed. Thus be I noble of mind, sweet of nature, and verily honest of heart, as all heavenly angels be.
Oh my
There isn't
god.
a less contrived meaning in your name. No, not at all.
The jurors seem to be very moved by this man, I'm afraid.
They're actually taking the seraph anagram idea seriously?
Oh, thank you, witnesses, for your illuminating introductions.
My lord, what's the man next to Mr. Shamspeare doing here? The gas man, I mean.
Oh, what me? Well, now, allow me to enlighten my learned friend. You recall, I presume, your earlier impertinence when you suggested that the victim had another visitor to his room on the night in question.
Oh, he did, huh?
And moreover, that the victim is a compulsive liar.
Well, no, I didn't quite say that. I just threw things in the wind, you know?
This young Shin Strucker is here to controvert your wild claims, conclusively. Is that not so, Mr. Middleman? Ah, hang on, no, I'm just here.
I have a call for your formal testimonies.
Oh!
No!
Oh yeah, Mr. Garrett was also... Is he involved? Not quite. I mean, yeah, no, he watched the fucking gas meter. He's 20. He's my age.
Yes. What the fuck?
Broski.
He looks old.
Damn, bro.
That's rough.
He looks older than Zeke's.
He does. What the?
Aged poorly.
He aged very poorly.
You enter the court as lucidly as possible.
Oh, may you smile and be a villain. Ah, yes, it doth pain me. But let the truth be spoken, the truth of that wintry night of my discontent.
Bow, bow.
Well.
The wintry night of my discontent.
The snow lay about. My neighbor did cometh in the evening. You know, cometh in the evening, bearing a gift of tea. But Mary, bitter was his drink, and when he left, I did fall prostrate on my table. As he pounded my prostate off through the
Oh my
night.
god.
Oh yeah, I was waiting for that.
'Twas the tea alone did pass my lips that late hour. Naught else, not even a cock. And no dog knows I love cock.
I was outside his block windows in the freezing cold all night, keeping an eye on his room. No one else visited his room but that short little round back eastern fella.
What? You were keeping an eye on Mr. Shamspeare's room.
That's right, because the block's window is all but blocked up, isn't it? There's a little gap in the bricks where you can see into the room, so I spent the night trying to keep my teeth from shadowing as I peered through that.
That's illegal.
The question is, sir, why?
Well, now that's because it's on my list.
Hit list.
What a piece of work is a man! Ah, wherefore wast thou not stare in wonderment?
What are you talking about?
I'm just very handsome, aren't I? You know. Ah, the buzzing buddy hath not part in this play. I pray thee, pay him no heed. Make no more ado about his tedious words.
Say about me.
Oh my god, his bag, it's like the thorax
he's
of
a
a
bee.
bee! He's
Yeah,
a
he's a-
bee!
Yeah, he's like look at that. He has little wings with his like, you know.
Oh my god, he's a bee!
He is a bee.
That's adorable.
It is so cute.
Calm yourself. This court is concerned with what happened on the night in question. Nothing more.
Indeed, that is so.
Ooh, wrong button.
And as the testimony we have just heard clearly reveals, there was no one other than the accused present at the time who could have carried out this crime.
Mhm.
Well, I believe this may be the final testimony of the trial. No, Counsel! The defense may proceed with the cross-examination.
Yes, my lord. Mm-hmm.
Hold it!
Let me stop you there. Mr. Natsume left your room at 11 o'clock. But it wasn't until after 2 that the poison made you collapse. Also, if the man was watching you the entire night, why did he not fucking call the police? Actually. The amounts to more than 3 hours of missing time. He's driving!
Why?
If the defendant had really put the poison into your tea, that 3-hour window of time is something you're gonna have to explain!
Gladly, 'tis an easy task. I did drink of the tea, not while my guest did tarry, but after he took leave of me. Faith, 'twas stone cold, but at 1 hour past midnight, verily, were my lips parched.
That doesn't sound normal! You're not normal!
Nay, 'tis quite ordinary, sir. After all, thou wouldst recall our fiery debate. Amidst such argument, there'd be no time for fiery tea.
Dude, he won your argument!
Mr. Shamsbury, in summary, allow me to confirm. Did you not come here with the intention of naming your attacker?
But of course, my liege. 'Twas the stooped lover of words did attempt to shuffle me off this mortal coil.
We all know what that means.
Hold it!
So, you didn't have any kind of evening meal, dinner, supper?
Ah, fie of luxury, fie on gluttony. To eat thrice daily is but a waste of time.
Don't call me out.
I would that my belly were full, no more often than the sun doth rise.
Most heroic eating habits, I must say.
Night and day do I fill my hours with the learned study of the great bard and playwright.
He's trying to ride a horse.
He is, he's writing
He
dick.
has so many animations, good for him.
Hence is it, that there doth not in my chamber be than the costumes of mine art.
That would have appeared to be the case, as even a rodent was found starved to death in your room.
Now I think of it, it's not just food that was conspicuously missing from that room, is it? I don't recall seeing a single play or script anywhere.
For I have devoured them all.
You've literally eaten the paper?
Every word be within my skull. Didst thou imagine otherwise?
Right. That wasn't misleading at all. Now could you turn around with it?
Which brings us to the conclusion that the only way the poison could have passed the victim's lips is in the tea.
Hold it! The fuck you mean? The windows have been filled in.
A historical artifact of the now defunct window tax. Stop!
Yeah, you're right there. All bricked up correctly. Bricked up?
Yeah, it's
Hold on.
bricked up.
Do we see? Oh my god, yeah. Oh. Oh yeah, and oh my god, in this photograph it's completely bricked up, but there was like a hole with the
Yeah,
like,
no, yeah, because you
soap.
can remove the bricks. You can remove the bricks.
Oh yeah, it was that, yeah. Oh yeah, right, it did look normal.
But as it happened, there's a little part of the brickwork at the bottom corner that's been opened up. I was looking into the gap.
Yes, there were a few bricks loose, weren't there?
For some strange reason, a couple of bars of soap lined up on the ledge outside this wall.
I don't like going around poking my chin in other people's business, especially on a freezing cold night. But there's my order, so that's what I'll keep doing, as long as there's breath in my body.
What's with all the theatrics today?
Out of interest, Mr. Middleman, after the accused had left and returned to his own lodgings, did you see the victim leave the room at all?
Actually, what is his fucking first name? I didn't catch that. Oh yeah. Adron B. Meterman?
Okay.
Adron B? Oh, B.
A drawn, like a drone.
Adron B. Meterman.
Yeah, and B because he's a bee.
B. Hello, my name is Michael with a B.
Where's the bee?
There's a bee.
There's the bee.
Yeah, I'm afraid of bugs, and I'm and it's my name is Michael with a B. There's a bee.
No, he never left. He was in that room the whole time, as far as I'm concerned. And we can therefore discount the possibility of suicide.
How can you be so sure of that?
The police carried out a thorough investigation of the scene and found no receptacle for the poison. And since we know the victim didn't leave his room, and hence didn't dispose of the poison's container himself, it's clear that this was no attempted suicide. Only the culprit could have removed the receptacle.
Unless the receptacle was in the soap.
Ah, yes. That'll explain, Counsel. Thank you.
It really was. You can't argue with that logic. But like, why the fuck were you watching him?
Hold it!
You say a short, little, round-back Eastern fella, so you can't be sure it was the defendant then?
Objection!
How many other short little round back Nipponis with a mustache do you think there are in London? Well, of course, it's only a narrow gap. It was quite dark, so I didn't notice the mustache. But he showed up around 9, so I'm pretty sure of myself.
And when the person you saw arrived, did he and Mr. Shamspeare drink tea together?
Nah, sorry, I couldn't say.
Why not?
Because I couldn't see to the room all that well, could I? But what I did see was the silhouette of that little round-backed fella wearing a pretty dress. Then the pair of them started some kind of wrestling match. I tell you, I didn't know what to make of it.
Yeah, they were
There's some
fucking.
strange noises too.
They were fucking. I suppose that was the Romeo and Juliet championship battle getting in the way.
Mr. Meadowman, allow me to confirm one final time. Apart from the accused, can you state with certainty that no one else visited the victim on the night in question? No question, the gasman's owner.
That's the entire testimony.
What do you think, Miss Narodo?
Shady! Can't see any obvious holes, to be honest, but just a lot of fucking questions.
Oh no, oh dear. If nobody else visited Mr. Shamspeare's room that night apart from Mr. Natsume, I imagine the members of the jury will all conclude the same thing.
Yeah, maybe didn't visit the room, but this fucker was staring outside of his window all night. All we can do is press the witnesses for more info.
Yes.
Well, I guess we'll press the first two as well. By neighbor, you're referring to the defendant, Mr. Natsume.
Oh, indeed, sire. Perchance thou wouldst that I call him the man from upstairs.
And what the time did the mustachioid Nipponese visit you in your room?
Mustachioid?
Our meeting was promised for the hour of 9. And lo, did he come? To tender a gift of fragrant tea.
Details which are in accordance with the defendant's own testimony. Yes.
And we were
The tea
broiled
got
in such
poisoned and it
literary
had
debate
Viagra.
as history hath not seen before.
By which I presume he means...
That discussion about who was stronger, Romeo or Juliet. I, Shakespeare, did play the part of young Romeo, whilst my neighbour played the fair Juliet. Each of us dressed as would other characters be, to bring weight upon our merry experiment.
I dare not imagine the scene.
Frailty, thy name is woman. Oh my god!
Oh wow!
God damn!
Misogyny! Canst thou imagine how dismayed I was? Yes, I had heard of the eastern art of jiu-jitsu, but... Ne'er did I dream 'twould be a skill practiced by the comely maiden.
Juliet beat Romeo up. This is not helping our case.
I believe the court has heard enough about your
Earth-shattering
earth-shattering
sex.
intercourses. Perhaps you could reiterate your statement about the tea that the accused brought to your room.
Ah, my liege, I am thy servant. Gladly, I would do thy bidding.
Oh.
Yeah, he's such a bottom
Alright, we
dude.
pressed
Oh.
everything. Shit happens now. Oh my god. Time for the jury.
God damn it.
My lord!
Goodness me. Yes, Mr. Foreman.
I've got my mouth shut and listened up to now, but this has gone on long enough. Are you all with me? Of course, let's fucking go.
Yes.
Yes! Are we to understand that you ladies and gentlemen of the jury are in agreement with one another? That you've reached an unanimous decision?
You're right, we have. Are you all with me?
Yes.
No, the defense is in the middle of a cross-examination. The man is always holding out a bit of hope for you, young man, especially after you identified those few hours that followed the accused leaving the victim's room.
Yes, the 3 missing hours, as you put it.
But in the end, what difference does it make? None as far as I can see.
And since that's now apparent, there's really no reason to delay our decision any longer.
Está bueno, sir.
Ah, what's that? Sorry, I didn't quite catch what you said. Oh, very well. Let the court be apprised to your decision. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you will state your leanings as to the defendant's culpability.
Guilty. Guilty. Guilty.
Guilty.
Guilty.
Que está buenas.
Está buenas.
Well, shit.
Guilt up buenas day.
Guilt up when I stay.
All of you. God.
Well, it would appear that the jury is indeed unanimous.
We've literally just started, guys.
Yeah, you objectioned once.
So, this time at least, it seems justice will be
Obviously
done.
not.
All's well that ends well, as they say. This calls for a toast, I feel, to the guilty being punished.
No summation examination. Let's just get on with it.
Get him, Miss Narodo, please. The trial isn't over yet.
Yes, summation examination.
Yeah, submission. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, my strong shoulder. Oh my god, the shoulders.
Oh, damn.
Oh,
Yeah.
goddamn.
Man's a brick.
Oh my god.
Yep.
That's hot.
Reverse. So, yeah, we can fuck them up. Trial can't end. The jury is a fucking sham. The defense requests its right to a summation examination.
Why am I not surprised? I might learn Nipponese friend's inability to admit defeat. You choose to cling desperately to some archaic rule you barely comprehend instead of accepting the truth.
Suddenly know the defense counselor in recent time has exercised the right to submission examination.
Because they all know that once the jury's mind is set, it cannot be altered.
We've literally done it twice already in this timeline. Well,
It's been
in
2 years.
Well, in 2 trials. Multiple
It was the
times
previous
during those
game.
Trials.
It's
The
a different
defense
game
counsel
now.
was
You
granted.
can't do it.
Anyways, shut the fuck up, everyone, and just do it.
Believe me, Lord, we know all about the long tenacity.
Okay, but
We're ready.
I am jealous of this man's facial hair, by the way.
True,
Like his facial hair is like
W.
looks so good.
The W stash.
Yeah, it looks so good. What the fuck? Like, look at that. My gosh.
Alright. The victim may not be well off, but he's noble man straight up. Gay up. There's no reason to doubt the man.
Well, I do declare the good gentleman has no reason to lie. In fact, I think he's rather splendid.
Just look at the accused by comparison. He's Japanese, stoop all the while and has a mustache. Very fishy.
Fucking hell, man.
Racism!
There's no evidence to suggest the gangling actor is a fraudsman. For now, at least.
Oh, está buenaster.
3 hours of missing time is nothing when you reach my age, you know. Nothing at all.
I knew it. Every single one of them seems completely convinced.
It would seem that all the jurors have come to the conclusion that Mr. Shamspeare is a fine, upstanding, and honest citizen.
If you ask me, they've always been witched by his strange theatrical movements. They're like hypnotic in a way.
Kind of. And sadly, nothing Miss Natsume has said appears to have registered at all.
Well, here goes. Clear with the jury on Sosik-san's behalf before, and it worked.
Before we begin, it might be an idea for me to remind you exactly.
I know.
All
I
right,
press
then
their
just
statements and then pit them against each other.
all right,
No
then
need.
just show your slutty little hips, and it should work.
Fine, I will. Thanks for the kind offer, but I've been through plenty of these already. Yeah, no, for real. It's important we don't delay the start any longer.
Of course, I understand, and I'm quite sure you're right. If you're confused by anything at any point, you can turn to me for advice whenever you like. I'll be here for you.
The key to this is listening carefully to each juror's statement and finding the contradictory stuff and then pitting... Pit.
Okay, shut up! Get to it!
Yes, my lord!
Hold it!
Well, there are plenty of people in London who seem noble but poor. Couldn't some of them also be liars? I've no doubt about it. Like that shaky client of yours, for example. Absolutely not. Mr. Natsume is no liar. Look, the point is, the only thing that passed the victim's lips that night was the Japanese man's tea. When you take the gas man's testimony into account as well, the truth couldn't be any clearer. But that's alarmingly logical. Let me be frank here, which is my real name. I'm a gentleman with a gentleman's values. If it turns out that the old Shakespearean chum is a rotten liar after all, I'd gladly change my decision about the defendant. Alright, so that's a later one. I'm sure my fellow gentlemen of the jury will do the same.
Well, yes, perhaps, though I don't see it happening.
What's that? It's only Jen on the end here, you know. You have to speak up.
Mr. Buenaster.
How many gentlemen do we actually have on the jury then?
Yeah,
Alright,
you know,
sir.
he lifts back up his like a bracer that is not there anymore.
Remember you said that. I'll hold you to it. Don't forget. Don't fuck up.
I won't forgo.
If you can show me the victim's a liar, I'll Okay, cool.
Hold it!
Are you saying you believe the man to be trustworthy because he's rather splendid?
Oh no, that's not what I said. The point is, the man is a victim here. What reason would he have to lie? And yes,
He is rather splendid.
So you say it again? Straight people.
Meanwhile, the man who
derogatory.
was accused to behave so suspiciously, it's exhausting to look at him. I'm afraid he's not splendid at all.
Thanks. So
Okay, you can
useful.
change your fucking
Oh,
mind.
time for racism.
Racism.
No. Not one of those things is a reason to find the man guilty.
But he's fishy. There's no point dancing around the fact he smells like fish. Oh god, he's Japanese and he has a mustache and he stoops. You see, you arrive at a conclusion in just 3 steps. 3 steps. Like a waltz, in fact.
Like a dance of deduction.
Oh my god.
You know, the more I think about it, the more this trial seems like a dance.
The dance of
You
deduction,
seem
yeah?
to be several steps ahead of yourself, though, and you're on the wrong foot. Good one, Ryunosuke. Thanks, Ryunosuke. Positive self-talk. Keep calm. No! There's nothing but circumstantial evidence here. There's no actual proof of the defendant's guilt.
But the victim's version of the event is backed up by what the big chin man next to him says, isn't it? Once he saw the Japanese man there, there's 2, he saw no one else. And 3, he saw the Japanese man there. Oh, that's another 3 steps. All this really
It's
does
not 3!
Oh my
It was
god,
only
you're so
2!
stupid! The prosecution will waltz its way to
He
victory.
was
if you
way
speak more.
he was way smarter in the past case. What happened?
Oh, it's just like in Zelda, you need to eat the boss 3 times. Oh,
He got bonked on the noggin.
Hold it!
I think he was bonked because he was being too thirsty for, you know, Van
Maybe.
Zieks.
A fraudsman. What do you mean by that, madam? It really is a most tiresome problem for the company. Most irritating. We can be absolutely certain that a customer is stealing from us, but without hard evidence. We can't even threaten to take action for fear of being sued. You're speaking from personal experience there? Who are you? I'm the wife of Augustus Altamont, owner of the Altamont Gas Company.
Good gracious. Ultimate gas, you say?
Gas is the future of energy in this country and around the globe, but proper handling is essential. As I'm sure our employee from the East End branch office would be the first to agree.
absolutely, Queen Bee. Gotta be used properly. Altamont gas is the best in the world, of course.
Queen Bee.
Queen Bee!
Oh.
I think we may have solved the mystery of the bow from earlier, Miss Nerodo.
Right, he bowed in defense to his employer's wife, did he? In deference. So, would I be right in assuming that the reason Mr. Meaderman was watching what Mr. Shamspeare was up to in his room? I'm afraid that there's no end to the lengths the population of the East End will go to in order to steal our gas. So I really have no choice when the company identifies somebody as a possible fraudsman. But to dispatch a worker to watch the suspect day and night. We're very thorough in our investigations. He's not a policeman! He's not allowed to do that! You mean Mr. Shamspeare is... I wouldn't come out and say it in public. Oh my god, the bee! Yeah, no, she's also a bee!
She's bee
Ah,
themed.
the bees own the gas in the city of London.
Release the bees.
Release the bees!
I love
But you
that.
couldn't finish that sentence with a grubby little gas thief. You have noticed the public gallery in here, have you?
The eye of man hath not heard, the ear of man has not seen. Faith, wouldst thou wound me with thy words, were I to let them penetrate the skin? But seraphs hear not insults, only choirs of angels in song.
We may not have evidence yet, but my workers won't stop buzzing around you till they find it. They might even sting. In the ass. And when they do, you'll find
I
yourself
love that.
blasted. Oh, all right, I rescind that statement. You will not be stung. You'll find yourself blasted back to your angelic heights in an Altamont gas explosion.
Oh, well, that doesn't sound as angelical as I would have thought.
Good. So Mr. Shamspeare has been stealing gas. I wonder, juror number 4, if you wouldn't mind adding that information to your statement. My pleasure. Was it the bit about ripping that thief apart you enjoyed? A little before the part about abject violence, if it's not too much trouble. Yes, of course. This could be it. A shift in balance. Alright.
Oh, we can pit the first one and this
Yep.
one. Let's go.
We can pit. The victim put on a fine performance, but in reality, he's a common thief of my company's gas.
Oh,
Okay,
perfect.
no, that's not a lot. Okay. Is it? Huh.
I think it's the first one.
It could be all three, honestly.
I would go with the first one personally, but yeah.
Well, he hasn't lied about the gas. This one is about he has no reason to lie. I think he's rather splendid. I think it's more so one of these two.
I don't know.
Okay, no, this is all about Natsume, so I think it's this one.
Objection.
No,
No.
the music didn't stop. Okay, the two
I'm telling you, it's
statements
the
are
first
not.
one.
No. You fucked up.
Shit.
Yeah. I fucked up. I know. So you're saying the first one.
Yeah, I'm saying the first one.
Objection.
Alright, fine, you're right. I'll believe
Listen
you.
to me.
Yes, I These two statements contradict each other, for real this time.
Good gracious. To the statement do you refer?
Juror number 1. Well, what are you really about, lad? Oh, it's the me power hour. Let's go.
Let's go.
I presume you've heard juror number 4's statement, made by the wife of the owner of Altamont Gas. Well, yes.
Every time.
The victim, who you claim to be a noble, straight-up man, is in fact very gay and a thief. In fact, turns out to be a common thief. So the good lad says, but there's no evidence, is there? A lady. Whoops, sorry for calling you a lad, lady. You and I both hear them say as much. It's true, we don't have evidence as such just yet. But the claims are baseless, you know. What? You heard me. Seeing as his operation has already been compromised, I would suggest that the court hears testimony from our East Branch office employee over there.
I do whatever you say, my lady. Gasman's honor.
I can't believe he's 23.
For real! Juror number 1. You say you're a man of your word. Remember, fucking remember! If I could show you that Mr. Shamsborough is a liar, you assured me that you would reconsider your decision about the defendant's guilt. I'm girl bossing. Yes, I did say that. And as a man of my honor, I'll hold to it, and I'm sure the other gentlemen of the jury will.
Me? Oh, well, yes. Now that we found out the man's a liar, perhaps we ought to consider the matter further.
Well, I'm perfectly honest, I haven't heard enough of what you've been all saying. So this means you recap a few points.
That would suit me down to the ground.
Okay.
Mr. Wednesday.
If that's the case, I shall change my lead. That was a short one! Dear
Yeah.
God! That was
You
so
know-
easy!
Sometime that's good.
So, Mr. William Shamspeare, if that's your real name, we of the jury demand to know exactly what kind of a man you really are. Pew, 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 pew. That's 4 jurors! 4 for not guilty right off the bat! Jesus Christ!
I mean, to be fair, this is the first case with jury of the second game.
True.
I guess.
Oh, this is quite extraordinary, I must say. As a result of the defense's submission and examination, the jury's leaning has changed. Now only 2 jurors saying guilty, whilst 4 saying not guilty. I therefore declare this court to be in a state of disaccord, and order the trial to continue.
Fuck yeah.
I might make myself a hot chocolate soon.
Yay, junkie.
Oh, I might do the same then.
Yeah, getting a hot chocky.
You have spoiled the bucket, Mr. Champspear.
The bouquet.
The
The
bouquet.
bouquet.
The ladies and gentlemen of the jury now find they are unable to trust you, the victim.
You done fucked.
But your God will give us some faults to make us men. So God amend me, I do swear. The scasman speaketh that which concerns him most, naught but gas, naught but thin air. Ay, it burneth bright a while, but it hath no substance, and it doth reek foul.
Oi! What did you say?
Did you have a gas leak or something, my man?
Oh, that's called farting.
Do I take it, Mr. Champspear, that you deny the allegations of gas thievery?
Oh, sorry, I forgot it was me. Most heartily, my lord, hast thou forgotten? I am a seraph, an angel, noble of mind, sweet of nature, and verily honest of heart.
Ah, you flowery-mouthed pompous beanhole! Just 'cause I haven't got the evidence yet.
Beanhole! Beanpole.
Beanpole.
Beanhole is
Beanpole.
very funny though.
Beanpole.
Mr. Champspear! If in fact you are not noble of mind, sweet of nature, or honest of heart, if you are a liar, I'm gonna have to call you...
A naughty little bitch.
No,
Oh,
no,
wow.
you would like that. I refuse.
You would.
Then your testimony should have no sway in this courtroom. You're too kinky. Too kinky for punishment.
He is.
It is my considered opinion that at the present time no other possible culprit of this crime has been identified. All testimony heard by the court thus far heavily implicates the defendant. In short, it would not be unreasonable at this stage for me to rule on the case.
Oh no.
However, in light of the fact that the jury has expressed concern about the fidelity of this witness, I believe it would be inappropriate for this court not to pursue the point further.
I assure you, my lord, that would be a waste of the court's time. The gas in this case are unrelated.
Juror number 4. Yes. Didn't you say before that although you had not heard evidence to prove this man has been stealing gas, you have strong grounds for suspecting him? That's right, we do. Don't we, worker bee? Buzz?
Absolutely, Lady Queen. There's bird holders.
They're just buzzing at each other.
Very well then, we will hear your testimony now. You were told the court precisely where you believe the victim, Mr. William Champspear, has been stealing gas.
Yes, my...
If I may, my lord.
Go ahead, madam.
This worker's testimony may have a significant bearing on the good name of my husband's company. Therefore, I should like to take the stand alongside him in a supervisory role, if you wouldn't mind.
Wahoo! Oh yeah, sweet as honey. Yeah.
Oh, he's so hyped.
He is so happy. He loves this. He loves his employer's wife. But like, you know, just in normal way.
Very well. As an exception, I shall
way.
honor your request.
Oh,
Thank
it's
you,
the little,
my lord.
the little bow.
You wait till the boss gives you a deerful. Oh, it's gonna sting. You mark my words.
So, you'll both testify before the court.
I choose to believe that they were polymorphed into people. They are bees by nature, and they've been polymorphed.
Heck yeah.
On the subject of the illegal consumption of the ultimate gas company's fuel.
And he was spying through the window as a bee. He was just sitting there as a tiny little guy in the crack.
I'm a bee.
He's a bee.
I'm a
Yes.
bee.
Is
There's
that
a bee.
clear, my good man?
These are hot tub and gas, my lady, which is the clearest in the world.
Oh, he's such a little guy.
Little fella. You think the gas has gone to his head, Mr. Sato?
I think the man is just a very dedicated employee, Miss Naruto.
Good for
As
him.
you should be. Look at her, she's so hot.
Ah, she's so good.
I'm proud to be the company's East End branch investigator and Madam Money collection agent. Hot tub and gas meter accept threepenny bits, and each coin giving customer about 2 hours of gorgeous gas.
And yeah, to the meter in Mr. Shamspear's room didn't have a single coin in it. The meter doesn't appear to have been tampered with though, and the collection agent has the only key.
Somehow he's using all the flaming gas he wants without paying a penny. If that's not thieving, what is?
I'm taking off. Propeller.
Pray forgive the discourtesy. The irrelevance of this testimony caused me to turn to my allowed callous.
What do you mean by the remark, Lord Van Zix?
This is boring as fuck. Did the mustachoid Nipponese poison the gang league? Excuse for nectar, didn't he? That is all that should concern this court. And yet now we must listen to this Borans. Clearly what separates the vast British Empire and your Eastern Island nation is more than geographical distances.
But this could turn out to be a crucial testimony. The cross-examination must go ahead. You're just bitter. Like that wine you've just threw.
Do what you will.
I love it when he throws his wine every time. Lord Van Zix appears to be in a violent mood.
You just know there's one member in the audience who sits on that exact same spot every time Van Zix is there just to catch it. Like, he just wants it.
You know, it like crushes on their face and they're like, oh!
Yeah, they're just into it.
Everyone is into it. It has been touched by Van Zix.
An attempted poisoning and an incidence of gas theft with no supporting evidence. It's true that they would appear completely unrelated at first glance, but I wonder the truth tends to be buried in the most unusual places. I mean, the man was watching the gas, like, Mr. Garrett was watching the gas meter to determine that the man was down for the count. So there's something there for sure.
So that means that he was using the gas all the time, basically.
Mm-hmm. The first step in uncovering it will be to establish just who and what this man really is. A sham!
Oh, yeah,
Gay.
he's just a sham. He's sham and gay, yeah, both. Since I don't have like many roles here, I might go make myself my hot chocolate while
Alright.
you guys do this part.
Go get
Just,
it.
just keep going.
So does that mean you enter people's houses in order to empty their gas meters?
That I do. I have to try to catch people when they're in. They ask permission to come inside and do my business.
Does that mean you've been into Mr. Natsume's room before as well as that of Mr. Shamspear?
Well, now interesting you should bring that up, because I couldn't believe how little money was in this meter. I mean, how the pair of them survived the winter is beyond me, it really is.
Oh, knowing Mr. Natsume, he probably spends all his gas money on books. And then when he's finished reading them, he probably burns them for warmth. I mean, judging by the pile of books, I don't know about that one, Chief.
Yeah, that's kinda...
You will kindly reiterate your statement about the gas meters themselves, Mr. Meaderman.
Not much to say, really, but as you wish.
So all London houses that have a gas supply are fitted with these gas meters, are they? They're the latest model, the height of technology, developed by our company Altamont Gas. And anyone who uses our gas will have one of these meters in their property, yes. So if a 3p coin gives 2 hours of gas, most people would use about 3 coins in a night? A bit more. Oh yeah, you too. Right.
A bit more than that, usually, if they have both the gas light and the gas stove, that is.
Thinking about it, Soseki-san didn't have a fireplace in that room of his, does he? Some people still choose to use candles, of course, and only have gas for heating. Ah, yes, I do remember seeing candles in Mr. Natsume's room, actually. It is cheaper. And how does the money in the meter get back to you at the gas company?
Every 3 days, gasmen like me visit properties under gas supply and empty the meters of coin.
I must say, the design and manufacture of the new meter cost the company an awful lot of money. But happily, it did put a stop to people not paying their dues, for the most part. Because they have to pay in advance, you mean? Yes, exactly right. Yeah, it didn't have a single coin. Ooh. Out of interest, how long has this been going on?
Weeks and weeks. It's been pitching gas off us for ages.
And you've examined the meter in Mr. Shamspeare's room, I take it? Naturally. We took it off the wall and went over it with a fine-tooth comb.
Found nothing suspicious at all, I presume.
No, I'm afraid we didn't. Which is exactly why I demanded a new type of meter to be produced. One with an indestructible lock. The Shamspeare Special. That sounds like it would have cost an awful lot of 3-penny pieces. Hold on, let me check. It is visible there. There is a lock. And there's a hole in the wall that's patched up. That's probably not important, but like, it's there. But even after all that, the rascal's meter was still empty. I read EP for a second.
I'll never forget the humiliation. You are. Whoa. Oh, that's scary. When I opened up the money box and I found it bare. You what? I said, you what? And the look on his face, that's from his smile of his. I pulled up the meter straight off the wall and took it back to the office. But you know what? Nothing. Not a trace of it being jamied up and anywhere. Not a single sight.
Stop choking yourself, my man.
What's happening to my salary as a result? Down by 3 shillings a day, that's what.
A life-threatening situation in a number of ways. Oh yeah, he's adjusting the band that isn't there. Dude, why are you not? But it's there. It should be there. Kazuma's armband. Oh yeah, it still has Kazuma's name in there. Incidentally, what became of that meter?
Nothing became of it. I still got it.
Aww.
Right here.
No wonder they call you Meter Man. I think it would be prudent for the court to sequester this item while the trial is ongoing. The plant gas were a very strong lock developed especially for Shamspeare. Definitely. Alright, investigate! Oh my god, there's the
Shamspeare
thing.
log.
There's a thing! Sturdy looking padlock, isn't it? And the money box is sealed with beeswax too. So if Mr. Sholmes were to get up to any mischief, he'd be found out immediately. Mr. Naoto, mischief of that kind is not the sort of thing that Mr. Sholmes would... You know, you didn't finish that sentence! Right. It's understandable that the gas company would want to safeguard the money that's rightfully theirs. But it does feel a little over the top, perhaps, doesn't it? What's the green thing? What the fuck is that green thing? Okay, there's nothing on the back. Oh! What? Have you spotted something, Mr. Naoto? Just here, there's a little hole. You see? Goodness, you're right. I wouldn't have noticed. It's not a very neat hole, is it? Not professionally made, I'd say. So, you think it might have been opened up by Mr. Shamspeare? Possibly. Seems the people at Altamont Gas must have missed it. Well, it certainly seems to go all the way through the inside. Yes, but there's no way a coin could fit through there. That's true, but even so, it seems more than a little suspicious. Sus.
Sus.
Oh my god, stop being on. Alright, that's that, I guess. Cool beans. Although at first glance, there doesn't appear to be anything unusual about it.
Let's move this along, shall we? Continue with our testimony. Though I would say it has much more value as the content of that meter.
Ooh!
Ooh!
Flame gas without paying a penny. If that's not thieving, what is? Okay, it hasn't been tampered with, but we have found the hole. So... I think we present that here. 8 hours! Let's go!
Objection!
Got it! Lady Altamont, I'm afraid to say that this meter clearly shows signs of having been tampered with. What? Oh yeah, what is it?
Get away! I've been over and over that thing.
After
It looks
looking
really
at their
creepy.
eyes. Oh my god, their eyes are so weird.
It's terrible, genuinely.
Okay, I think his eyes just look like that because of the shading. So he just has like the pupils, but she's got like a
Yeah,
particular shine in there. It looks neat.
No, genuinely, like, what the fuck? Like, this is some FNAF jumpscare shit.
I'm telling you, there's nothing wrong with it.
In that case, what do you have to say about the small hole that's been made at the base of the coin box?
Oh, what?
You're right. You're quite right. There's a literal hole here. The meters aren't supposed to have that. None of the others do. In other words, we can assume that Mr. Shamspeare secretly opened up his hole himself. Yes, it wouldn't be all that... I wouldn't be all that surprised, but why?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's tiny. You couldn't get a farthing through that.
Maybe he inserted something into the coin slit that he needed out?
Oh no.
Like a tiny little thing? The poison?
The poison, yeah?
Lady Altamont, I wonder if you could give the court some more details about your meter design. What sort of details? Well, what I'd specifically like to know is how it differentiates coins, I guess. How does the meter tell the difference between different coins? What do you mean? Well, for example, if someone were to put in a 1-penny coin, that wouldn't work, presumably, would it? No, of course not. So, well, how does the meter know that the coin it's been fed is a threepenny bit? Ah, I see what you're getting at now. The meter tells coins apart by their shape and size, which includes their thickness. A threepenny bit is about 3/4 of an inch in diameter, you see. Other coins just won't fit. I see, it's clearly been very well thought out. So yeah, you can put something in there that is smaller than a coin of that size.
Okay.
The witness will end the formal testimony. As you wish. The meter is designed for coins the exact diameter and thickness of a threepenny. Nothing else will fit. The reddish medallion.
Ooh, yeah, right. Like, is there something behind the bar of soap? What could he have?
It's sort of that bit, I guess. Or actually, what if I press her again?
Hold it!
Oh, well. Conversely then, it would seem that anything matching the 3-pence coin exactly in terms of diameter and thickness could equally be used. Would that be true? Well, yes, in a way. the weight comes into it to a certain extent as well.
We thought of that phone anyway. And and if I find any fake coins inside the coin box when I empty the meter, the contracts say the customer has to pay 100 times the amount they detailed as a fine. We live for moments like that, as gasmen do. Live for them.
It would
Ah,
seem the
hello.
gas company has thought of everything.
Welcome back.
Yeah, hi.
Wahoo! Hooray for gas! Hooray for cash! Ultimate all the way!
That's quite enough of that.
He really is Wario.
Hooray
Please,
for
Wario.
money!
We need
Hello,
more
Wario.
money. Remind me, how big are threepenny bits? About 3/4 of an inch across.
What do you think, Miss Naruto? Is this 2 centimeters measurement significant? Or perhaps there's some other aspect of the meter's construction that we should be focusing on.
Yeah, you may be right. Perhaps I should try a different track here. Like asking about... Okay, whether the meter can... You know what? Let's hear the other one. Yeah. How can the meter be dismantled? Dismantled? Yes, given that there are no signs of having been forced. I'm wondering if perhaps rather than being broken open, it might have been taken apart. Well, yes, that does make some sense. The padlocks are made by a first-class locksmith from the finest quality steels. And the meter box itself is made from plate steel as well, welded shut to ensure it can't be opened again. I can assure you it's quite impossible to dismantle it.
Wahoo! Yeah! Nothing leaks from anatomov meters. No coins, no gas, no nothing.
I see.
It is well made up for Walter Simone.
Will she? Should she? All lines of the
No,
meter were
it's,
welded shut, and the lock is made from solid steel. There's no. Okay,
No.
So, okay, we
Yeah.
want the other one.
Yeah, we want the
Anyone
other
ever
one.
tried? They tried. It actually broke the meter. The company would take legal action. That makes sense. There's other aspects. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, the answer is about the coins.
Yep. Because of the indent in the soap?
Possibly, yeah.
I'll just reinvestigate the soap. Present. Oh yeah, there's something new. Look at this bar of soap. There's a circular depression on this side, about 2 centimeters across.
Oh, 3/4 of an inch. Do you think...
Ahaha! We did find this soap at the scene, didn't we?
Yes. Yes, there were 2 bars on that little ledge just outside the window. So we took this one. But I'm sure that when we first found it, there was some sort of reddish medallion in the middle there. I remember it clearly.
Yes, but there's no sign of it now. Where could it have gone?
Objection!
Present.
Got it! Let me just confirm something here. If the diameter and thickness were to be correct, the meter would accept any object as if it were a threepenny bit. Is that correct? Yes, that is correct. Well, by something of a coincidence, while we were investigating Mr. Shamspeare's room, we found a particular item that matches the dimensions perfectly. Something the same size as a threepenny bit. What is it? The item in question is this!
What? I mean, have you been adding gas? That's a bar of soap.
It certainly looks nothing like a threepenny bit, I must say. Looks like I'm gonna have to point it out exactly. Turn it over.
Turn around.
Bing! Oh yeah,
Baba boy.
it's a perfect circle.
Got it!
Got it!
Got it?
You have to turn over the soap to see what I mean. Ah! Are you referring to that round depression in the middle of the soap here? That's right, a depression that's approximately 3/4 of an inch in diameter. Or, in other words, almost exactly the same size as a threepenny bit.
Get away!
No, I won't leave this
Does anyone here
courtroom.
present? having the position of through penny bit. Quickly now, hand over your coins, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my god.
This is a robbery.
The game knows.
God damn it, Sato. Stop stealing my jokes.
Thanks to a kind member of the public of the gallery, I have here a through penny bit. Now to see if it fits. Oh, my word! It couldn't be more snug.
Yes, as I suspected. This, without a doubt, is a vital clue to explain how the Ultimate Gas Company is being defrauded. Well, I don't believe it. Oh, she's fully striped. Oh, good for her.
She's such B. She's so B.
She's so B.
I'm
So
just saying
you're-
we should give this design to Gracia.
So your assertion amounts to what? That some inferior borrows soap as a tentative connection to the theft of the gas.
Yes. The depression in the soap was clearly made by a threepenny bit.
I must agree at least that pushing a coin with some force into a poor quality bar of soap such as this is a remarkable simple way of replicating the coin's shape.
Then you could use, well, some melted wax or something to pour into mold. You could make fake coins in no time.
And they would melt. This brings all the pieces of the puzzle together. It's the method Mr. Shamspear has been using to steal the gas. That's the missing link. Now if I follow this chain of thought, it's going to bring me to a new explanation for what happened that nobody's considered yet.
Yeah, but if it's like
Does-
wax, it would leave wax behind.
Yeah.
If it's soap though,
I mean, it's not soap.
there is a puddle of water underneath it.
Thus,
Like if you
But-
pour water through it and then the soap dissolves into the water.
that would take fucking forever, Nebel. There would be rest of soap. Why would you? And how do you like get the soap out of the soap? It would like stick together.
Not really?
If you pour soap into soap, Nebel, it's
No,
probably
no
gonna.
water. Pour water into
No,
the
but-
meter.
What?
What?
And then the soap dissolves in the water and then it
But
flows
then-
out the tiny hole.
But then, wait, Nebel, how does that fucking work? Like, how do you like? What are the coins made out of, Nebel?
I'm not
Soap.
smart enough.
What? But if you put soap inside of the soap, it's not gonna work. It's gonna. Nebel, you put melted soap into the
Oh,
soap.
Okay, that's what you're on about. Okay, yeah.
What are you on about?
Yeah, what are you on in
Do
general?
you know? Do you know how long it takes for a bar of soap to melt in water? Because it doesn't really melt.
It does, but yeah, it dissolves.
It
Well,
dissolves.
It is a
That's
fairly
the term.
small coin, but yeah, no, I get it. Okay. It is wax. It is more so wax. Yeah.
And do you really think that someone this poor has access to enough water to actually be able to make, soap melt?
Yeah.
So,
There's
yeah, I
like water
guess they
pump
just-
outside.
I
Yeah,
guess
but it's
they
frozen.
Just put like
Oh yeah.
a candle underneath it so that the max wells through the hole. Yeah. That makes more sense.
Right.
If the man had been making fake coins, my worker here would have found them when they emptied the meter.
Quite true, Lady Element. In the absence of some black magic that would make them disappear.
Oh, you know.
I see. That's what we're dealing with, is it? There is one form of black magic that could cause the fake coins to disappear into thin air. Yes.
Exactly. And the meter here gives it away. What on earth? There are remnants of the magical method used visible on the gas meter taken up. Oh, wait. Is it the green thing?
If that is your assertion, Counsel, the defense will identify these remnants what the court has wants.
Maybe under it, like maybe you can see that it's been burnt.
Look at the bottom. Oh, it had that here.
Yeah.
Well, that's the hole.
Yeah, that's a hole. Nebel, that's a hole.
Yeah, okay.
God damn it, Nebel.
Guys, I'm not in top 4 today! Leave me alone!
I see that.
Maybe you're the one that needs coffee.
Yeah, I think you do.
Yeah, you can extract a coin.
Got it!
We found this bar of soap at the scene of the crime, just outside the victim's window.
Outside?
Yes, outside, where you yourself, Mr. Meaderman, were loitering in the freezing winter air. That's where we found this soap.
I get it.
That's right. The answer, of course, is ice! Oh, that makes more sense.
Yeah, exactly, Nebel. Ice melts on its own. And that's why the round thing, you know, the coin that was in it, disappeared magically.
For once, Brianosuke is being smarter than me. Good for him.
Yeah, genuinely.
I was screaming it in my mind.
Did you say ice?
Mr. Shamspeare has been leaving soaps like this outside his window each evening filled with water. After a night outside in the bitter cold, the water is completely frozen solid the next morning.
Then he takes his fake coins of ice and feeds them into the gas meter, giving him light and warmth in space.
And that explains the puddle. It's literally just the melted coins.
As his
Yep.
room becomes very comfortably warm, the ice now inside the meter's coin box melts.
Turning back into water and draining harmlessly away through the small hole made in the underside of the meter. That is how, without leaving any evidence of his wrongdoing, this man has been stealing Altamont gas.
Oh, okay, but that's really fucking smart, not gonna lie.
Good for him. Fuck the rich.
Like, yeah, fuck the rich.
Just like that. So simply. Is he trying to make us look like idiots? He's been fooling us all with some bars of soap and some water. That's right, madam. I don't believe it. It can't be true. Do you have any idea how much money we spent to develop that new meter? And now you have the audacity to suggest that a bit of soap and some water can render it totally useless. I'm fairly sure I didn't design it. Evidence! I want evidence. If you're going to stand there and tell me our meters are rubbish, I want to see proof.
She's very good at enforcing accountability, isn't she?
Adjusting my sleeve. Very well, Lady Altamont. If you like evidence, I'll prove it. Ooh.
Miss Naruto, are you saying you do actually have evidence to support the theory?
I have a picture. There's a trace of something. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. So we're fine. Don't
Piece
worry
of
about
evidence is the crime scene photo. This is a photograph of the scene at the point where the victim was discovered, taken by Inspector Gregson. And it clearly shows the remnants of the crime carried out by Mr. Shamspeare.
What remnants?
His dead body. Here you can see the gas meter on the wall in Mr. Shamspeare's room. Now look closely at the floorboards directly underneath the meter. What is that? Some kind of grubby stain. Almost certainly it's a water stain resulting from the liquid that drained out of the hole made in the meter. If one coin gives around 2 hours of gas usage, and the occupant was heating his room in all his waking hours, we can imagine he would have used around 10 of his fake coins each day. The melting ice inside the meter's coin box would have been dripping out almost constantly, leaving a stain on the floor. This is awful! The thing's gonna mold!
Yeah,
There's
I don't
further
think that's
evidence
his,
too.
well, you know, I don't think he cares that much.
Mr. Shamspeare is slumped over his table, apparently having consumed a fucking
Strychnine?
strychnine. There we go. Strychnine.
Blue 9. It's like red 13, but, you know, but blue 9.
And next to him is a bar of soap broken in half. You're right.
It appeared to me then, Counsel, that a man was eating soap, was he? He was a filthy little soap eater! Little slutty little...
Pardon me for disagreeing with your lordship, but
Can't disagree with the slutty part.
He's so slutty.
certainly not.
There are so many slutty characters. He didn't beat around the bush there, did he?
In truth. Oh my god, Frosty's having an IRL game. Was having an IRL game moment. Good for him. Good for him.
I mean, yeah. This guy.
Mr. Shamsby was found with a fork in his hand.
Oh, to be a gay man in bumfuck Wyoming. For real, for real.
You mean to say he was using that fork to...
Yes. To extract a frozen coin from the bar of soap. Alright.
But the bar broke in half. So perhaps it didn't go very well.
Because he suddenly got grabbed by poison!
Ah, boy. Oh, good gracious. Empoisonné? Empoisonné.
Oh, Lord Venzi. Oh, that was me. Whoopsie.
I was throwing my hand up in despair.
Despair!
Despair!
Despair! And happened to catch my hallowed bottle on the way. Pray forgive my maladroite mistake.
That's the second time he throws his bottle.
What is the meaning of this, Council?
Allow me to pose my learned friend a question. What exactly did you establish with your most recent cross-examination?
Well...
That Mr. William Shakespeare is a liar and a thief. In other words, that his testimony is unreliable.
That's it. That's exactly it.
Very well, let us assume the man is a liar. Now allow me to pose another question. What possible difference does that make?
Do I give a fuck?
We know that suicide can be discounted. Scotland Yard investigation revealed no sign of another vessel that contained poison. And on the night in question, there were no visitors to the room except the accused. The young gasman's testimony, which we have no reason to doubt, has confirmed that. Furthermore, the only possible way the poison could have entered the victim's body is via the tea. The court has seen no evidence whatsoever that suggests otherwise.
Yes, yes, we'll move on.
Even if William Shakespeare is the liar you claim him to be, these facts have been objectively established. There's no escaping it.
No, I can work with this. We'll work through it.
It'll be
Therefore,
fine.
in light of these facts, the prosecution calls for immediate abjudication.
You're jumping the gun, man. What?
Order! Well, Council, how does the defense respond?
Mr. Elder,
I'm alive, I'm fine. What was the point? Did it actually get us anywhere? I think so. Well, it'll be useful. We'll be fine. Or did it make no difference at all, like Lord Venzi's saying? Why does it actually give us a fucking choice? No, this isn't over! The defense will not rest.
But, Council, you successfully explained everything. You've identified and substantiated the unscrupulous method employed by Mr. Shamsper to consume gas. What more is there to discuss?
Lord Venzi's just highlighted 3 facts in order to make his point. But contrary to what he would have the court believe, not all of them have been objectively established at all.
What are you trying to say, my Nipponese friend?
That evidence rules all. At least one of those so-called facts is an assumption made due to lack of evidence. Got your ass. But the situation has changed now following the cross-examination of the latest witness to take the stand.
Don't be absurd. What is this nonsense?
Bring everything we've learned so far together and consider it as a whole, it's clear. There's a question we now need to reconsider. Was someone else, was there another visitor?
was the poison in the tea? Well, because
Well, no, there
like-
was definitely nothing else consumed.
Yeah, but was the poison even, consumed? Like, there are different ways to administer poison.
Oh my god. Well, no, wait. Toxic effects after ingestion. So it wouldn't have been an airborne thing. No.
I mean, would it? I mean, they didn't find anything with the tea. And like, the only person who touched the tea is the defendant, and we know for a fact that the defendant is not guilty. The only other person who touched the tea is, well, the victim, who did not die, and who is like, who wouldn't have put.
I think it was the poison in tea because they couldn't prove it because Kotler was unable to.
Yeah, but that's the thing. They made an assumption. They made an assumption that
Yeah,
it wasn't
that's the
tea,
assumption.
despite having no proof of it.
Yeah, that's yeah. For me,
That's the assumption that they were
I
talking
also
about.
think this one is... Well, okay, I'll go with you guys. You got this. Thank you. We've all been led to believe that the strychnine poison has afflicted Mr. Shamspear wasn't the tea brought to him by Mr. Natsume. But that's conjecture at best.
The victim has testified that nothing else passed his lips that night. There is no other possibility. And since there was no trace of the tea left at the scene, it couldn't be tested for traces of poison.
As I said, the situation has changed. Because in fact, some of Mr. Natsume's tea was left at the scene. He used it for his soap?
He probably used it for his soap.
Oh my god, that motherfucker! And a particular piece of evidence proves it.
Which is why he kept. He didn't drink
I
it
was
right away.
right about the water on the floor being like having the poison.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
A ludicrous
Exactly.
claim.
Because remember, the water from like the the communal
Oh, but
like
no way.
thing was frozen, so he couldn't go and get the water from the from the
Yeah.
communal place. So he had to use the water from the tea.
Oh yeah, but that would not have made it into the box yet because it would have taken until the morning to freeze. So it is still sitting on his window.
Exactly.
There we go.
Thus, we can bring it and test it out to see if there's anything in it.
Oh wow, you guys are very smart.
Well, I played the case before, but I'm just remembering the things in chunk.
Okay.
A ludicrous claim. Scotland Yard detectives investigated the scene exhaustively. What evidence are you suggesting they missed?
The defense has made a bold claim indeed.
Also, the guy's an actor. What if he just pretended?
Yeah, you can do that too.
He could
Present
do
your proof.
that.
Present your proof, you bitch.
So do I present the existing bar? Oh yeah,
would
right.
say-
There's the fucking anvil. That's probably gonna be something for like.
Yeah, probably later.
That's for later.
Probably the soap.
Probably the soap.
Take that!
Yeah.
Good gracious. The soap again. The same bar the victim used to fashion his coins of ice.
Yes, that's right, my lord. It's just come back to me. Something about when we first found this bar of soap at the scene yesterday.
It's more bath of soap.
I'm quite certain that when we originally stumbled upon the bars of soap, there was actually a frozen coin in each bar. Oh my god. Oh, they've melted. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, they melted.
Oh, and that's why it was like brown. Because it wasn't just water, it was tea. And that's
Yep.
why he waited to drink it until it cooled down so that he could pour
Yep.
it in there. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's all coming together.
it is.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's my turn.
So you discovered the gas thief's coin factory. Fascinating.
In a way, yes, but there is more. The coins we found in the soap at the time weren't normal ice.
There was something strange about them, you mean?
Exactly, something very obviously strange. They were red. I guess, well, yeah.
The ice was red. No, you mean
That's right. It's obvious to me now. The fake coins in the soap were made from frozen tea!
Whoa!
I would remind the court of a statement made by Mr. Natsume earlier in this trial.
That evening, yes, I did take some freshly brewed tea with me when I visited Mr. Shamsby's room as a gift. The public water pump outside always freezes at night, so I bought bottled water especially to make it. And this is the result. Never will I touch tea again, never.
Yes, I believe there hasn't been a snowfall today. It's particularly cold. Sadly, on such occasions, the poorly constructed water mains in the east end are prone to freezing.
So on the night in question, Mr. Shamspeare, having no running water to use, was forced to use the tea brought by Mr. Natsume in order to make his fake coins.
Oh my word!
So if we don't find poison in here, then things are gonna get very interesting. There were 2 bars of soap on the window ledge when my judicial assistant and I investigated the scene.
That's right. And we only borrowed one of them.
Which means that even as we speak, some of the defendant's tea is still present at the scene of the crime. Frozen solid in a bar of soap outside Mr. Shamspeare's window.
Extraordinary.
Okay, but like... You know, actually, there's no reason for Shamspeare to act exactly this way. Like, falling unconscious at like exactly 1:30 when he's already filled up the tea into his coins.
Yeah, because he
So
didn't consume it. That's the
Huh.
thing, he didn't consume it at all. He used all of it for his coins.
Oh, he used the... Oh.
And plus, if they're gonna test the coins to see if there's any poison in it, and if they find no poison in it, then either way, boom, it's null. I mean, also it would be kind of weird for someone to use only a little bit of the tea when they're like desperate to have water, you know. So it would be kind of stupid for someone to sip on the tea.
Just like Romeo, fake suicide.
Oh my god. I was for like Juliet.
Oh yeah, Juliet was first. Oh my god, because they argued that, because like, oh, Juliet is the stronger one. He was like, alright, then I'll reenact her best act.
Oh my gosh, girly.
Earlier today, Inspector Gregson informed the court that even if 1 drop of the tea remains, Scotland Yard would be able to analyze it for poison. As such, we are now in a position to prove or disprove what has until now been mere conjecture. Oh yeah, they don't even have to use this soap. They can use the bars that are still frozen. By
No,
finding
they're
out
gonna
for
use
sure
yeah,
whether or
they
not
cannot
this-
use this soap because we don't have the water in it anymore.
Yeah.
It's the one that is frozen that has it.
Now that makes me... Well, yeah, but... Oh, right, there is no poison in there at all. Right. So there
Probably
wasn't
not.
even like a danger to Ryunosuke or something.
Nah.
Finding
I mean,
out
unless
for
he started
sure.
eating soap, like, you know, Herlock.
But like if it got on his hands and, you know, traces on other stuff. Maybe you could have given him an upset stomach. I don't know. Whether
I
or
mean,
not
if he
Mr.
licks his fingers, yeah.
If he eats a hamburger.
My face when eating hamburger in 1904.
Yeah.
I mean, they probably already existed though.
Yeah, but like, I don't think they would be that common to eat.
No.
You smug Nipponese.
He could have also, he could have eaten chips.
Yeah, right. I love eating my chips in 1904 London.
No,
Yeah.
like, you know, fries.
Ah, yes,
Fish
your
and
fries.
chips.
Mm-hmm.
Like Gregson. Anyways, my lord, we
Can you
can't...
imagine him eating fish and chips in a cone?
He should.
Yeah, well, he gotta munch them like, you know, like Gregson. Just munch, munch, munch.
He doesn't have the skills.
No,
Damn,
Gregson
man,
is on
kill
another
issue.
level.
Skill
That is
issue,
very
yeah.
true.
We cannot
fucking
do
love
the
Gregson.
defendant the injustice of passing judgment now. The police should be dispatched to recover the remaining bar of soap from the scene at once. And the defense requests a thorough analysis of the frozen tea embedded in it. To determine whether or not it contains poison. Ooh, I feel to be continued coming up.
Instruct the police to attend the casino at once.
Yeah.
Yes, my lord, attend to.
Or this is actually a really short fucking trial.
It would seem we have no choice but to suspend these proceedings for
Oh,
the
no,
time
okay.
being. I trust you have no objection, Lord Van Zeeks.
None, my lord.
Scotland Yard will recover the chief from the scene and carry out the requisite tests immediately. The trial will resume at the same hour tomorrow.
Oh,
Prosecution and
tomorrow.
defense.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It may conduct further investigations as appropriate in the interim.
Oh my god. A second day on investigation?
Yup.
Wow.
Second day of
Oh
investigation.
my god.
My favorite part is coming up.
Yes, my lord.
Gay sex.
Yo! You are only too right. Don't make jokes.
Managed to scrape through there somehow.
Thank you, Consul. Court is adjourned.
I guess we can play a little more, or is the, like...
However you guys want. Do you guys want to continue a bit more or not?
Yeah, a tiny bit then.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Not too long.
Yeah, we don't have to go until the next to be continued. We'll see. We'll get to the good part, I guess. Oh! It's fucking empty! Oh, they haven't had time to decorate yet. They
Yeah.
literally just got the invite, like, the day
Yeah,
before.
2 days ago.
We made it back in one piece. Just.
One Piece!
Ah!
1P, it's real!
To be perfectly honest, I thought we were finished there for a while.
I know, but a lot of close shaves. There are so many carriages on the streets of London. You were very nearly flattened several times.
No, I didn't mean that.
Yes, I know. I was just
Oh,
teasing
you're
you
so
about how
silly.
short you are.
Hey, hey!
It was
Hey! Hey, you're no
It was-
taller than me!
You're so
perhaps,
petite.
but I am of average height for a Japanese woman. Meanwhile, you are quite petite and small. And
Well, that
thin.
made me fit into Kazuma's trunk, so I'm not insecure.
Wait, oh, tall is he?
I don't know.
Short.
I'm
He's
gonna
probably
look
short.
at it. Oh no, I should. Okay, 168.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm doing it.
He's
I
absolutely
managed to find his height without spoiling myself.
No,
Yeah.
Alice got this.
168 is fine. It's not too small.
This is smaller than me.
I know. Yeah, but you're a big lad.
I am
I
a
mean,
big lass.
for a dude,
yes.
that is fairly short.
It's okay for a dude.
It's alright.
It's okay. Like, I mean, I'm 1.69 m, because I'm nice like that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So,
So remember, he's Japanese.
but he's Japanese.
So that's like, yeah.
That's actually pretty average height.
Yeah.
It was a marvelous defense, Naruto-san. It really was. I was in awe of you.
Oh, thank you.
And now that your fervent exploits have won us some more precious investigation time, let's see if we can find some new clues for the court tomorrow.
Yes, let's do that.
Is everything alright?
I suppose I still can't quite believe it, that's all. I'm here in England working as a lawyer, I mean, in the Old Bailey no less. It sure has been like a couple days. Truth is, it shouldn't be me, should it? It should be him standing in my shoes.
Oh.
It should be
Imposter
Kazuma.
syndrome.
It was Kazuma-sama's wish that you follow him to Great Britain and work alongside him.
Can you read his mind? Susato, what
Oh,
the
she's
fuck?
just. Oh no! Every time it's the blue text, it's not just an internal monologue. They are whispering to themselves. Both Ryunosuke and Phoenix Wright.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
that's why sometimes they hear it.
Yes, I mean, I never had the chance to ask him exactly why, but he clearly had a plan. And we are going to get that ominous message about him being involved in some government conspiracy bullshit.
Hmm. It's fucked up.
I wouldn't be here today if it weren't for him.
And you're doing wonderfully, Naruto-san.
The way he died sure was a little bit stupid, but like, oh man. Can't fault him for that.
I have no doubt that Kazuma-sama would say exactly the same if he were here with us.
Thank you, Susato-san.
It's the Nebel.
The soft
It's part.
smile.
It's part of. Listen, it's part of why it's so tragic. It's the fact that he died so stupidly.
I
He
guess.
tripped up.
He tripped!
He tripped. He fell down and broke his fucking column vertebrae. A young man is private chamber is a secret.
Yeah, we could skim. We've read this stuff before, pretty much. No, I'm not looking at a spade.
But you can get
Kazuma!
an achievement. You can get an achievement for it.
Okay.
You've been wearing that ever since we arrived in Great Britain, haven't you?
Well, have I? Looks at the costume.
It's probably in the pocket.
It's what shows that I'm a lawyer, so it seems appropriate.
I'm not sure that it really means much in this country, though, I'm afraid.
I wouldn't say that. It might not be official, but it looks official. Often when the police stops me, I just show them this and they leave me alone.
That's useful.
You're stopped by the police? Often?
We've been here a few days, Ryunosuke. We've been fucking busy. You know, I'm
Who's
a
busy?
suspicious foreigner, dressed all in black and with a sword at my side. Yeah, okay.
I do think it's probably the sword that's the main reason.
True. But like, also, you have heard how much xenophobia here is.
There's so much. Still, it makes me happy to see you wearing it. And the armband.
I made up my mind that I'll carry them always. The symbol of who I am and the sword Karuma.
I just...
Fine,
oh,
fine, Spade.
girly. Oh.
Put the spade away. That's
It's not a spade, Naruto-san. It's a shovel.
Shovels are for digging. This is a spade. No, spades are
No,
for digging.
spades are for digging.
Doesn't matter.
I just always call them shovels. I don't care about spades
Yeah.
or whatever. It's just simpler
There's
to
no
use one
achievement.
word.
I've already got it.
Oh, you already did? Oh, man.
Hello. Oh, we get to do a little. Oh yeah, trial is again. Oh yeah, it was reconvened tomorrow. So
Yeah.
we only get a little bit of investigation, I guess.
Yeah, just a tiny bit.
Not a whole day.
As a treat.
Yeah, that makes sense. It was quite a shock earlier today, wasn't it? When the victim himself turned up in court and took the stand.
I know.
Not only that, but then finding out that he's actually a barefaced gas thief as well.
Yes, that was certainly a surprise to us all. For a while, it seemed as though everyone had quite forgotten about Soseki-san poisoning the tea.
Careful of the phrasing, Susato-san. He didn't poison anything. There's more to this, Mr. Shamspear, than we yet know. I'm sure of it.
Mr. Shamspear certainly wasn't the noble, upstanding man everyone thought he was at first.
What's become of him, actually?
I was told that he'd be returning to the hospital ward, where he was receiving treatment.
Which one is that?
Ah, let me get it from my pocket dimension. Let me see. Ah, yes, he's at St. Bartholomew's, or Bart's, as Londoners call it.
We know that he shares a room with Olive Green.
Yes, we visited Mr. Green there yesterday. It's the same hospital to which he was taken.
After
There
Soseki
seems to be
stabbed him
only
in the back.
one fucking hospital because Mouchon's was also sent there.
Yep, it's the same room. Or it looks
Do be
the
careful
same.
with your phrasing, Miss Naruto-san. He didn't stab anyone.
Perhaps we also Soseki-san an apology. Bartholomew's. Is Miss Green still gonna be there? Is her, like, love interest gonna be relevant? So we know Soseki-san
Wahaha!
took tea to the victim on the night in question. Don't tell me Miss Green was the culprit! That would be crazy.
That'd be fucking insane.
Yeah, actually, no, she just woke up. She was still in the hospital. Somehow she did! That would be insane.
That would be fucking funny.
But as he isn't the culprit, then obviously...
Yes, the poison surely wasn't in the tea.
If that's the case, how on earth did the poison get into Mr. Shamspear's body?
I'm sure we'll find a clue at the scene. There must be something in Mr. Shamspear's room
that will help solve the mystery.
Well, naturally, Scott and your detectives have been over the place already. Couldn't hurt for us to have another look around. Yeah.
Definitely. And I'm desperate to know the outcome of the investigation into the tea left in the bathtub.
If we run into Inspector Gregson, we could ask him about that. He probably won't tell us. Oh god, Kazuma.
Oh no, I'm gonna cry.
Kazuma Asogi. My boyfriend. And the lawyer with such promise. He really saved my bacon in that horrible incident. Just with the fact he just the use of bacon.
Yeah, he said my bacon. You'll be gargling my bacon.
Oh god, Kazuma, no! Oh, I can still picture him now, looking so fierce and determined in court. Oh, the sparkle in his eyes. After the trial, that crazy idea he came up with. As a stowaway?
Yes, you can fit inside my trunk if you curl up small enough, I'm sure. No one will know.
Kazuma, won't you tell me why? Tell me why! Oh, mother.
Yeah, it's fine, don't worry, I have the
Mother!
Mother!
Why go to these lengths so that I can accompany you to Great Britain?
Well, it's been on my mind ever since we got through the trial. That you really ought to go into law. Be a defense lawyer. You've got a natural talent for it. Believe me. I guarantee it.
I was supposed to be his assistant number 3.
Yeah.
I've never even thought about becoming a lawyer.
Well, I can't force you, obviously. You'll have to decide for yourself.
But do you know how little job opportunities there are for English majors of all people?
But anyway, London is the cultural capital of the world. The city at the forefront of everything. It can't hurt for you to see it with your own eyes.
No, that's true.
I suppose, though, if you were to become a lawyer, then one day...
Oh, I'm also noticing. Why does he have a star on his thing? Is he like the star student?
I guess, yeah.
Aw. One day what? Kazuma, you have to tell me before you die!
No, never mind.
No, Kazuma!
You will never know.
I'll never know!
Naruto-san?
Sorry, I was just thinking about Kazuma. As always.
As I often do. Yes, he's forever in my thoughts too. To change the Japanese judicial system for the better. That was his dream. And that's why he is so desperately wanted to come to Great Britain to study, of course.
That's right. But
Yes?
I do wonder if his true intentions lay elsewhere sometimes. I don't know, the thought just takes hold of me every now and then, that's all. Oh boy, you just keep going.
Naruto-san, what do you mean by Kazuma-sama's true intentions?
I mean this. Just the
It's too
fact that he's
tight.
got the really short gloves and then the wrist guard on the other, it's interesting.
His katana.
I never expected to inherit this sword after Kazuma passed away, of course. I mean, wasn't it kind of a family heirloom of some sort? Does that mean unofficial marriage proposal after death?
Oh?
What?
Oh!
You guys are tripping.
No, I know. It was because I asked you to take
Trip.
it.
When I have it at my side in court, I feel as though it gives me courage. It's like he's actually looking over my shoulder as a ghost.
As if he was inside me.
Yes.
Actually, the night before he died, he told me a little about the sword. Yep, that flashback, I remember. Kazuma.
One
Yeah.
second, I have something to do right now.
Yeah, it is a prized sword passed down through the generations of the Asogi clan. That means I'm part of the Asogi clan now! Let's go!
Ok, 2 secondes, je vais vraiment y aller là.
Doesn't that make it fucking...
Yeah, mais
incest.
What? No! It's marriage!
Oula.
Yeah, we've seen this before. Oh my
Oh,
god,
il se
it's me.
passe des dingueries. Things are happening at the house.
It's fine, it's fine. It's a flashback anyways. Yep, something important you have to do in Great Britain. Appreciate you seeing it through with me. Of course I will, whatever it is. But you never told me, you motherfucker! What do you mean by something very important that I have to do? I'd hoped that the answers to that question would become apparent when we arrived here, but... as yet, I've not found a single clue. I see. Curly's arguing.
They're actually arguing. What the fuck?
Oh boy.
Oh boy, arguing because of cats.
He took the F. Press F to letter.
A letter? F!
It is a letter! It's the letter F! Hee hee hee. Alright. It's Sholm's time. Or Iris time.
Oh, I'm sad I missed some shit.
Oh, it's fine. It was just the Karuma flashback and then being like, oh, what did he want to do? I don't fucking know.
That's cool. The cat fucking, like, scratched me because my mom started yelling.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, it's actually pretty deep. I'm bleeding, but that's
Oh
fine.
shit, please get yourself, you know?
That should be fine.
Yeah,
like, make
get
your
tissue
proper-
put on it.
Yeah, make your proper anti-bleeding
Little
thing. I
water.
forgot the name.
Yeah, I'm currently holding, like, something against it, don't worry. Like, I mean, she's very funny, like, yeah, hold the cat. Okay. And then she's yelling for me to go and get the other cat. Like, girl, I already have one cat.
Man.
Anyways.
Ah, Bruno and Susie. Hurry, you're back!
Yay!
Hello, Iris. You're in fine spirits as always, I see.
Mm-hmm. You look as immaculately presented as ever, Susie.
You flatter me.
It's because it's your design, Iris.
Well, you couldn't have gone a better time. I just made a pot of tea. Also some cups.
Really, thanks, Iris. But actually, what is that foul smell? Also, I don't know if I'm comfortable with drinking tea today. You know, the trial.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Hello! Aha! The Wanderers return at last. Where on earth have the pair of you been? Songe,
Oh, my turn now? Okay.
let's go.
We've been in court.
Oh, for Mr. Mustache's case? That was today, was it?
I'm sure I mentioned it only yesterday, Mr. Sholmes.
I'm sure you think you did.
Gaslight, gaslight.
My
Gaslight,
man is
gaslight.
not listening.
Está buena usted. Well, we can laugh about it now. So tell me, how did the trial go?
Reasonably well so far. We've managed to escape without a guilty verdict at last.
Really? I would have liked to see it.
We should have come then.
And I must pass the time of day with Mr. Reaper again. It's been too long.
I tell you, they're exes.
They are!
Is Lord Vanzix an acquaintance, Mr. Scholz?
Naturally. He's my ex-husband. There's not a person in the world who doesn't know my name, Mr. Naruto. And he screamed it quite a lot at me in the past. In pleasure.
Not quite what I has, but still.
Mr. Sholmes, whatever is that odor?
Yes, what is it? It's faint, but absolutely awful.
Ah, indeed. That's the scent of victory, my dear fellows. Victory in science.
Oh dear.
Alright, I'll bite. What's he up to now?
You wanna know?
Don't like this fire. Oh, I do like it. Looking for Japanese kotatsu.
Do be careful, Mr. Naruto. The music
Oh
can
fuck,
be
that's
put to
supposed to be
you.
me, forgot.
It's up for
Yeah,
their
it's
burns, you
fine.
know.
I'll raise some time without that sand.
Aw, no woman.
No woman. We already saw the woman.
No.
Unfortunate.
Hello, Lord Van Zeeks. Lord
You
Barak
lord.
Van... the music cutting out.
Oh.
Lord Barak Van Zeeks. Yes, it's an interesting sobriquet
Sobriquet.
he has, isn't it? The Reaper of the Bailey. Once the legendary prosecutor has fought for someone's conviction, that person is doomed. Even if he or she is found not guilty by the courts, sooner or later the hapless soul will vanish from the capital. See, that's just Mitsu
Not
Natsume
dead.
going back home.
Yeah.
Good for him.
But
then-
vanish.
Oh yeah.
Oh, exactly.
Sorry, I was trying to speak through you again, even though you're right in front of me. It's a silly me.
You
By
should stop
falling-
doing things through me.
Well, you know, possession. Don't you remember? Oh, of course you wouldn't. I did use the gaslighting ray on you before. By falling under a passing carriage, or drowning in the Thames, or succumbing to a sudden fever, or quite out of the blue, being set upon by a highwayman. Or burning in a, omnibus.
Carriage.
There are numerous routes to one's final terminus, my dear fellow.
Final destination, you may say.
Oh my god.
Well, on the bright side, Mr. Mustache is fighting fit. For the time being, at least.
That's not really reassuring.
If the rumors are true, though, the obvious conclusion would surely be that those acquitted are, well, by Lord Van Zeek's own hand.
As it happens, Mr. Sato, that is quite impossible.
Oh, why?
Naturally, the man very quickly came under suspicion. Whenever these incidents occurred, the Reaper always had a cast iron alibi. He was sucking me.
Really?
And we were taking a picture of it.
Sucking my
Of course.
blood, I mean. And sometimes my dick, you know. And
Yeah,
so
it
his
depends.
so his reign
You know,
continued.
the dick is the part where there's the most blood flowing during an erection. It is the most optimal place for a vampire to suck.
Oh my god.
That's. I'm sure this is some lore in some stupid.
This is
fanfiction.
somewhere. This isn't some fan fiction.
This is so. I mean, I know some fair that is used, but it's no. I'd rather not talk about it.
I have not read it in any fanfiction,
But I'm
but
sure it's somewhere.
I mean,
Oh, it
that,
is
I mean,
somewhere.
this is very logical what I'm saying.
Mm.
I'll
So his
vampire.
reign
I'll succubus.
continued, but 5 years ago, he vanished from the
I mean,
courts, never to appear as a
I'm writing a
prosecutor
story about a vampire. I'm writing a story about a
Yeah.
vampire,
again. Oh my god.
and it's a vampire romance with maybe possibly some smut. So, it is very possible to just have him just sucking and then just nicking a little bit, the peen.
Oh my
like,
god.
whoops. Mmm.
Okay, to be fair, there's like one big vein running down the PP, so it's
very
like
possible.
easy. It's a good place to try to find something.
Exactly, it's perfect. Just like
Cassius, I know I told you to eat my dick, but not like this.
Nothing. Come on.
devouring it.
Yum, 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 yum.
Cassius, god damn it.
But it's so yummy.
So yummy.
Do not say that ever again.
The mixture of different bodily fluids. Mmm, yum yum in my tummy.
Yummy.
Yum yum in my tum tum. Shut the fuck up,
This
Cassius.
is the worst thing I ever heard in my entire fucking life.
That is until you arrived in the country, Mr. Naruto. You know, because, as you see, our divorce was 5 years ago. And now, I suppose he is scouting out the fresh meat, so to say.
Yes, so I've heard, so I've witnessed. In fact, it was the very day I arrived when I was thrust into the trial table. That bitter fight to the end coincided with the Reaper's resurrection, and really did end bitterly indeed.
And here you are, facing Mr. Reaper again.
Poor Reno. I don't know if you're just incredibly unlucky or incredibly unlikable.
first.
I think it just goes deeper than me. I just sense a general laughing of all Japanese people.
Yes, Irish racism exists.
Japanese people,
Oh, that is terrifying.
followed by foul smell.
Oh my fucking god, this is a terrifying screenshot.
It seems like
I'm
all of
taking a
London read
screenshot.
Domestic Nakanojo and ate Japanese people because of that.
That is
Fucking
scary.
Racism.
With Mr. Natsume, who I'm currently defending, being Japanese as well as Miss Susato and myself, I felt it even more keenly in court today. For some reason, Lord Van Zig seems to have an inherent disdain of the Japanese.
Oh, only Lord Van Ziggs? Haha, you must be blind. It is an interesting observation.
Do you know something about it? Do you, Mr. Sholmes?
The Hound of the Baskervilles. He was Japanese. It was a Shiba Inu.
The Shiba of the Baskervilles.
Not the sheep.
It was about 10 years ago that Baron Van Ziegs chose to enter the legal profession. However, before that time, the young man's closest companion hailed from the Empire of Japan. Watson? Or
No.
Susato's father? Or... Oh yeah, no, Watson isn't Japanese. My god.
Yeah, Watson is not Japanese.
Susato's father? The George?
I don't know, man.
Oh yeah, no, but... Okay,
What-
but
what-
that person is definitely dead though, so...
Tell us more, Mr. Sholmes. What happened?
Backstory! Let's go! I believe I've made it clear before. I'm unable to tell you anything about the affair.
Bit the shit out of
Oh.
him.
But
Sorry. Hoes before bros. The veil will be lifted on the events of the past in due course, I have no doubt. For now, however, it is Mr. Mustache who is most deserving of your attention, I believe.
Oh, he's edging so
He's
hard.
edging!
he edging so hard.
This bitch. So, what is that indescribable foul smell?
Well, most probably this, I would say. My dear fellow, it is of course my latest invention, a chemical test that can identify whether or not a tea is genuine at the drop of some tea. What?
Oh my.
There are some unscrupulous sorts meaning manning the
Manning.
stalls along some of London's less frequented streets. They regularly sell what purports to be high-quality tea, but is in fact merely dyed leaves of drab flavor.
Well, that's certainly unsavory behaviors.
So when one is presented with what appears to be black tea, one must be careful. Iris?
Sorry.
I'm ready, Hurley.
Let us add a drop of my chemical to this cup of tea here. Do you see what happens?
Turn completely black.
And what a foul odor it's giving off.
Indeed. The blacker the tea becomes, the more foul the odor. The better the tea is.
What?
It would appear that this cup was a particularly fine Darjeeling.
That's very ingenious, but what do you want to do with that black liquid now?
Why dispose of it naturally? Surely you wouldn't like to drink it, would you?
There does seem to be a rather obvious problem with your new invention, Mr. Sholmes.
But what do you mean? Just put a few droplets on on the saucer and then pour the experimental liquid on it. Easy.
That is true. This, or if it's like with like dry tea leaves, you can just like make another batch of tea later.
Right. Hence why this chemical test is merely a test, my dear madam. The point is, we are entering a new era of science. In the world of criminal investigation also.
Yes, forensic science. Oh, these are such exciting times.
This chemical is surely not going to be useful in this trial. I regularly engage in this scientific experimentation alongside my unofficial consulting detective work. It's not official? The Sherlock-Holmes method will be foundation upon which modern investigative technique is based.
He's
And
actually
it
not
will
wrong.
be quite based. This little tea indicant was a happy byproduct of my ongoing forensic science research.
Forensic science? I suppose I shouldn't find out more about this. So your T-test, is that an example of forensic science?
Indeed it is. An essential tool in cases that hinge on the knowledge of whether some tea is of high or inferior quality.
Not a huge number of cases then.
But surprisingly useful for this one, I assume. Perhaps a more practical example is required. Fingerprints? Yay! I was going to bring it up as a joke. Not yet accepted into our courts as evidence, I might add. Really, we are dragging our heels here.
I hadn't even heard of them until
so right.
recently.
Which is partly why I undertake research in this field myself, of course.
Does that mean you're studying fingerprints, Mr. Sholmes?
There are others in that field already, and I abhor the company of inferior minds.
Oh my
No,
god.
what I am researching is skin prints.
Skin prints?
A nomenclature of my own design, as is this chemical agent that makes it possible. It instantly reveals objects touched by whichever person is under investigation. Also, it's the blood thing, but like, for just skin, just for touching anything. My god. Herlock,
Yeah, I know,
you
right?
sure are an ingenious inventor. And a mid-range detective.
For real though.
Brilliant, Mr. Sholmes.
As long as, oh, yeah.
As long as it doesn't turn everything completely odorous and black.
I assure you, my dear fellows, you will witness my forensic talents in action very soon indeed. After I get shot, obviously. What?
Well, I think we should go back to the scene and see if we can uncover any new clues.
Spirit right now? See you later.
Yes, until later.
No, Mr. Sholmes, we were thinking you'd come with us.
You were? You want to dance with me?
Yeah, well, I mean, of course, you saw just a moment ago. You said we'd witness your forensic talent in action.
Ah, yes, I do recall saying something along those lines. But you go on ahead. I shall be sure to follow you later in all likelihood. Probably, maybe? Well, I might. I suppose maybe I'll arrive at the scene once the trial starts again.
Your commitment astounds me.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Sholmes. We'll eagerly await your arrival.
Apologies, sometimes, you know, the hyperfixations just, let time run by.
Bye-bye, Runa. Bye-bye, Susie.
Alright, Hospital,
Mr.
Shamspeare, Briar
Road.
Road, Gerideb, Pison. Rat! Oh, her stuff is still here.
What do you suppose is happening? It sounds like some sort of disturbance.
In the Force? Yes, I hear angry
Exactly.
voices.
Oh, yeah, okay,
Alright,
you're back to
yeah.
it.
We're back.
Oh, you know what? Since I'm the little lady, okay, yeah, you can still be Renosuke.
Oh, yeah.
Be not angry. Oh, ample lady. Oh my god, shut the fuck up. Verily, thou art mistaken.
Mistaken, my foot. You were looking at my painting.
The eye of man hath not heard, the ear of man hath not seen. 'Twas foul indeed, the poison that mustache villain gaveth me. Forgive me, lady.
I wish that you died from that poison.
Oh, wow.
Mercy, ample lady. But thou seest,
Ample
I
lady.
have vigor still. Yeah, he's a bitch. Behold, my Shamspeare dance.
Oh my god.
It's not as good as the dance of deduction. motherfucker.
This looks rather ominous, doesn't it? Like, she's adorable. I actually... Okay, I
great.
also thought of drawing porn of Olive because, like...
Really?
Listen, yeah, because she's so fucking cute. I just fucking love her.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. I'm not even gonna.
That's how you show your affection. Porn.
That's why yeah, listen, I had to choose, like, a couple characters that were, like, you know, above the age of consent to, like, make art of. And, like, Olive was very much, like, on the line. I was like, oh, I really want to draw her. And in the end, I decided to draw another female character that happens later. It was either, like, the other character that appears later, her, or Quinby. And I didn't really manage to draw Quinby well enough. And, well, I just love the next character way too much. So that's what I did. Ah, lo, 'tis the lawyer for the land whence riseth the sun. How now?
What are you doing here, Mr. Shamspeare?
Sorry, I do believe I am returned unto another ward.
He was looking. That's what he was doing. Looking at my terrible work. Oh, she's self-conscious.
Eastern fellow, so dark here clad. Faith, thy work in court this morning was wonderful. I do applaud thee.
Well, thank you.
But
Oh, that's a fake.
That's a strong boy. No, well, that's definitely just fake.
that doesn't mean things will go so wonderfully for you tomorrow, does it?
He broke a scheme. Ooh.
That's what I will do to your penis.
Oh God.
Oh wow! Wow! Oh, that's a nice movement there. I
Anon,
recognize an expert for
excellent.
one.
I thought you
Anon,
were.
cunt.
I thought you were a masochist, not the sadist.
I am both. Oh.
Oh no.
Mr. Shamsir might technically be the victim in this case, but there's definitely a lot more than to it than that. It's very hard to pin the man down.
Oh no, tells me it's not hard to pin him down.
I'm so sorry. I'm such an awful person.
Miss Green, is everything all right?
Oh yes. I mean, don't worry about me. They're about to discharge me, so I must get ready to leave now.
They're about to what? Oh, I see.
We're delighted that you'll soon be well enough to go home, Miss Green.
Oh dear, you're too kind. I don't deserve it.
We're not worthy. Well, we already checked that room, I think, fully. So yeah, we did.
Well, the easel is new.
No, it was already there.
But oh, was it? Oh.
Yeah, it was.
No, I don't remember this and that.
It was there.
There's also. I do not remember this shit. Okay.
So, are you feeling more like yourself today, Miss Green?
I am. Thank you. I mean, people do recover from ordeals like this, don't they? Even people like me.
Well, yes, it really was an ordeal.
As far as I was concerned, I was just walking along in the snow one evening, minding my own business. And then completely out of the blue, I was struck in the back by a knife and collapsed unconscious for days. Of course, when I finally woke up again yesterday, the whole business had been cleared up already.
What a terrible week it's been for you.
Oh no, I'm sure I'm very lucky, really. I'll look back on this fondly. I mean, you didn't die, so yeah. There are
Really?
worst case scenarios. Anyway, I must be getting my things together now, so I'm ready to be discharged. Why is there a fucking... There's a rib in your bag.
Wait. Yeah. Oh, yes, of course. Sorry to take up your time when you're obviously busy.
You have nothing
Yeah,
to
no,
say there.
no, she's just poor, I
Dang.
think.
Yeah, I think she's an artist.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
there's nothing much to do here. Mr. Shamspeare's room.
Arbor Road. Let's go to prison. Hello.
Hello. Well, I'm back to Natsume.
Oh, Miss Natsume is back.
So he is. Mr. Natsume, hello!
I am a cat! That's
What?
the name of his most
Sorry.
famous... I don't know who Mr. Natsume is, or airlock shoals. I don't know about courts, or trials, or old Baileys. I'm a cat, that's what I am, I'm just a cat.
Oh, you're LARPing to cope.
That's the name of his most famous
Book,
book,
yeah.
by the way.
Oh.
Miss Naruto, he's trying to escape from reality. He's trying to dissociate.
Trying to, he already has, completely.
Look, he's vanishing, he's transparent.
He's fading away.
What is your name then, Mr. Whiskers?
He's anamorphing into a cat.
Boom.
Meow. So, what is your name then?
As yet, I have no name.
Miss Naruto, he hasn't fully thought out his new identity yet. Maybe it's not too late to bring him back to reality.
You think you could open your eyes for us, Mr. Natsume?
They're open, I'm just Japanese.
Oh my god.
God, shut the fuck up.
I am not a cat.
It worked. He's back in the real world.
Did we have to? I mean, he was coping.
What's going to become of me? No! Don't answer that. It's obvious. My cursed soul is never going to escape this accursed fate.
Miss Natsume, no. This morning's proceeding in court proof that there's hope.
Oh, yeah, yes. Look, I'm still at Mr. Naruto's Square was brilliant, but... The Reaper is omnipresent in court, my lodgings, my
Oh, there's-
bed. Oh, they're everywhere.
That's a new ship for sure.
Oh, okay. What's he looking straight at me for? Because we've done the same person? I mean, that's happened
Oh,
a lot.
boy.
I think perhaps
what-
there are some things we should discuss.
Like sharing the Reaper.
Oh, yes, we must. Wait, oh, fuck. Discord.
Discord.
Okay, good. I'm only on the moon. In my whole life, I have ever been so moved as I was today. No. Of course, if I cast my mind back, there were perhaps one of two other occasions that moved me more. But I just blocked those out. Then today, being in that courtroom was the most moving experience of my life. Student Mr. Naruto Esquire.
You're too kind.
Karan and Yad found the remaining tea, just as we deduced, and are analyzing it as we speak.
There's nothing wrong with that tea. They won't find a drop of poison in it. That's a solemn, sworn Soseki certainty.
That is good.
Tell me, did you both drink the tea at the same time that night?
Oh yes, most definitely remember. Drink tea while it's hot. We both poured it down our throat like it was a hot bath for our bellies.
Huh.
And at the time, we were both completely fine.
As shown by the fact that he and Mr. Shamspear then engaged in the Romeo and Juliet match.
Oh yeah, the coupling.
I suppose the focus on tomorrow's proceedings will be how the poison was taken by the victim then. And also, how the fuck did he have, like... Did he drink Natsume's tea and with him, and then he had enough tea to pour into the soap, and then he had to wait now that one's weird.
That rotten Shakespeare, what have I ever done to him? I don't
You don't recall him taking issue with you over anything you've done recently?
I've been holed up in my room, immersed in books. I don't recall anything at all.
Right.
But what I don't understand is why he didn't let me know sooner.
Let you know what, Miss Natsume?
Well, but the soap, of course, what else?
You could have been saving money too, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh dear. Are you struggling with such a meager stipend?
Of course I am. If I had money. I would have to choose to live in a cursed existence in such a cursed lodgings.
Yeah, you said it's because the place is cursed that it's so cheap.
Exactly, especially the room that I rent. The spirit of that capital offender who lived there still haunts the place, and it's trying to kill me.
Capital offender. Is that the Van Ziek's like ooh, Van Ziek's previous
Well,
boyfriend?
Might I ask, locum student Mr. Naruto Esquire, that the next time you visit me, you bring scores of super soft soaps.
No,
Oh, okay, you're not
don't
gonna
start
elaborate.
this.
Cool beans.
Oh my, Discord is fucking up for me.
Oop.
Oh, that's oops.
Uh,
Let's go to the Shakespeare room. I like the Shakespeare room. Shakespeare room is fun.
okay, if you want. Okay.
I like the Shakespeare room.
All right. Are you trying to get us to watch a cool scene?
Yeah.
Understandable.
About time.
Hello again, Inspector Gregson. Yum, 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 yum.
What are you doing here?
Well, we were hoping to have another look around, actually.
The lawyer representing the defendant has a right to examine the scene, as I'm sure you're aware.
Yeah, I know the score.
Yes, one other thing. The soap on the ledge outside the window, did you find it with a T in it?
Yeah, well, we found it all right. There was a small amount of tea in it, as you said.
I knew it!
It's with the identification section of the yard now, and they're looking into it. The result should be available later today.
That's wonderful news. Thank you.
Pretty impressive performance in court this morning.
I'm sorry.
Nothing, forget. You just make sure you don't disturb anything there.
Oh, he complimented us.
Oh, court was today. Oh, tomorrow. Oh, okay. Investigation
Yeah.
was still the same day. Okay, I had that wrong.
Yeah,
I
it is.
thought it was already the next day and we're doing investigation before the trial, but no, the trial
No, no,
starts in
no.
the morning. Yeah, no.
Yeah, exactly.
Ah! He just spawned!
Hello, sir? Hello?
sir. Mr. Sholmes, dead ass! What are you doing there? What a question indeed! Was it not your good self who asked me to attend the scene?
What are you doing here, Holmes?
What are you up to over there? What are you doing here? Dear me, once a great detective, one is always under scrutiny, it seems.
Is now the time, Mr. Holmes? Are you about to show us your forensic talents in action as you promised?
With the greatest of pleasure, my dear madam.
Are you guys ready?
No.
No.
Oh,
he looks so cool like that.
cute!
He looks literally so cute like
It's
that. When
so
I'm taking a
cute.
screenshot. I'm taking a screenshot. He looks so cute. Like literally so adorable.
What's that? What's all this? What? When did you manage to put your robot eyes into that mask? Why, of course it was just the other day. Obviously. I have all the time
I
in
am
the
trying to become a
world.
VTuber.
Ooh. All this is precisely what you requested, Mr. Naruhodo. How
I have a
much
gun.
of the sensational Skin Print Seeker gun?
The animation, dude.
Moments ago, I took a sample from the teacup that was used by the victim. A sample from Mr. Shamspeare's cup. Each individual leaves microscopic secretions on everything he or she touches. Sample of those secretions is all I need to produce this, a refined indicator solution. By liberally spraying the room with this chemical, everything the victim touched is instantly revealed with the aid of these goggles. It was his room.
Yeah.
He would have touched everything.
Oh, really? We'll see about
Here,
that.
try them on. Oh my god. New feature! Let's go! There, now spray the chemical indicator around and all will be revealed. Spray? How do I do that exactly? A little press of A on the area you're interested in, all that is all that required. Like this. Mr. Sholmes, I don't have a computer interface. What the fuck do you mean press the A button? Pew! What's this stuff? It's like fog! A suspension of the chemical indicator in a pressurized gas. It's the most efficient way to cover a large area. Wait a minute, he already used that on the steamship! In the cutscene!
Yeah. But he did it better. He made it better.
That was another invention I discovered incidentally whilst I was developing this idea. As you do. Go ahead, try it, my dear fellow. We may learn something interesting about the victim's movements on the night in question. Well, there's nothing to lose, I suppose. Let's explore. Ooh! Look at all this here! Ah yes, interesting. A multitude of the victim's handprints on the floor. Why are there so many
of them on the floor in this one spot?
Whoops. Oh, perhaps he had a bad fall just here?
There's nothing obvious that he would have tripped over, though, is there?
Oh, he was trying to pick up the part of the envelope in the dark? Stumbling? I don't know. I wonder. Personally, I often stumble when there's nothing obvious to trip over.
That's just you. I think that's something only a great detective would do, Mr. Sholmes.
Well, this is quite a puzzle. Handprints all over the floor. Yes, there's no obvious explanation.
Really?
Of course, the window. There's a lot here. Yeah.
Of course. Of course. Oh!
Oh!
I think we found where Will likes to get robbed by men dressed as Juliet on Sundays.
Oh wow! Oh wow!
There are dozens of handprints here! So they are. A great many indeed. So much so that it's hard to make out any one individual print, in fact. He's been getting railed
many
quite a
men.
lot.
It sends a chill down my spine.
Perhaps he was leaning against the wall while he admired this picture.
Yes, right, Runosuke. He totally did that.
Perhaps he admired the picture while also admiring the feeling of a dick in his ass.
Yeah, he sure enjoys a
Definitely.
little cock. You know, he did say that nothing passed his lips that night, but I think he was lying.
Oh my god. Unlikely, I would say. It's a rather dull scene after all. And without wishing... Oh.
And without wishing to state the obvious, you wouldn't generally admire a picture from such close quarters, I feel.
Ah, very true, Mrs. Sato. 'Tis a mystery. Oh, that's it? Alright.
I'm sorry, I just wanted to show the gay.
Okay, cool!
Because, you know what I just said, actually? This is exactly word for word something I said the moment I discovered that. I have a screenshot from, like, a year ago.
Oh, when you were ranting about it in the, like...
Yeah, that was it. On the 30th of December, 2021.
I think that we found when
That was
likes
more
to
than a
get
year
robbed
ago.
by men dressed as Juliet on Sundays.
I mean, tell me I'm wrong.
Well, we sprayed Mr. Shom's amazing skin print indicator all over this room, didn't we?
We did. But there are two places in particular that are of interest, I would say.
Obvious floor tile. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Secret compartments!
Secret
Where one could
compartment.
hide poison.
Possibly.
Handprint on the floor and on the wall by the picture.
Yes, and I think the floor warrants closer investigation. I won't be a moment.
Lift it up. Hey! Mr. Sato, did you find the obviously differently drawn plank of wood?
Look here, Miss Naruto. One of the floorboards has popped out.
You mean a secret tunnel? Excellent work, Mr. Sato. So what do we have in here?
What's your lord doing?
Inspector Gregson!
Stand aside just right this minute. It's my job to investigate there.
Yeah, alright. No need, Inspector. You continue to dig into your portion of chips whilst we dig around under the floor here. I know you'll never
Dig
be
around.
done.
Dick around.
You're fight to talk supposed to me of food, my food anyway, Charles. A new bit of evidence, exactly what I need.
Get it, sir.
Get it, baby.
Wow, a secret hiding place under the floor. What a find. That's why he gets people to bend down for him.
Shut.
It's not a hiding place you could make use of in Japan. I don't think I could lift a straw tatami mat.
No, I know, but I never expected one of these wooden floorboards to move either. It's got me wondering about the wall over there too. Aren't you curious?
Oh. I'll investigate at once.
Get it, Susato. Oh, she's on the grate!
She's too great. Get him, baby.
Ugh, there's nothing behind the picture, sadly. Only the wall.
How disappointing. But then, how do you explain the handprints? How do you explain the handprints?
I know, right?
I know, right?
I really can't think why anyone would have been touching the wall over and over in one place like that.
Ah!
This goes into my cringe compilation.
There you are! Print for you! Oh, okay.
Oh, let's go.
Your Honor,
Well,
as you can see, my client is gay.
I printed it out of my ass.
No, I actually, it's quite literal because actually it's like,
yeah,
you know,
right.
he has a
it
bag.
is- yeah, I know.
He prints it by his,
I've
with
seen
his
it
bag.
before. His invention can make prints too. Now then. Wonder if Inspector Gregson's found anything under the floor there. Oh my god, this is the second case. The second case in the first game also has Sholmes printing a thing and using his funny little inventions like that.
Yeah.
I'm desperate to know!
So am I.
My sword arm, my gun arm yearns for violence.
Oh, I foiled my lower back. It's not as it used to be. I've fallen and I can't get up.
Oh god, Gregson, I'll help you up. I'd love to know if there's anything hidden. Allow me to ask Gregson now. After all, we're well acquainted. Teehee. Inspector Gregson! Really, it's been too long.
What is it, Charles?
I thought perhaps you might show me what you found there, seeing as we're such good friends.
We're not friends.
Psychic attack! I suppose not. A dismal failure. Yes, I heard. I'd kill to know what's under the floorboard. Come on, Gregson, spill the beans! Is it the other part of the letter?
All right then, fair is fair.
Oh,
You did discover the hiding place after all.
thanks, Gregson.
We love you.
I suppose I should at least fill you in.
Really,
fill me
Inspector?
up.
Thank you. Do it quickly, my dear fellow. If there's one thing I know about this man, it's that he blows with the wind as fickle as the weather.
Oh, stop making me out to be some kind of nut.
Which nut do you think flies in the wind?
I'll nut in. What? What?
What?
There were 3 items under the floor. There's a newspaper clipping, a photographic print, and a tin box.
All of it.
Looks like it was cut out of the paper about 3 months ago. It's about a convict who got sick and died while he was serving time up in Manchester.
Terrible.
Dans les rues de Manchester, j'avais un sandwich shop. J'ai étalé le ketchup.
It took me some time to realize.
Cindy!
Oh my god! I actually made Nebel watch Cindy, by the way.
Oh no, you're
Yeah.
awful.
We recorded. It was for content, okay?
You're the
for
worst.
content.
You're the worst friend.
It's for a video essay. It's very important.
Yeah,
Yeah, sure.
I still need to answer to the 2 actors who did like.
Oh yeah, and
you know.
Alon!
Yeah, there's Alon, and I need to answer to Crystal Adams, who is playing the mother of Cindy. I still haven't responded to her yet. but I need to do that.
Worst friend.
Oh, I still have to show it to like Hayden and Gracia so they can like
True.
analyze it musically. So
Still have to ask
yeah.
my teachers about the costumes.
What if
Oh,
they
boy.
analyze it musically? They're like, this is actually a banger.
I mean, I wouldn't be against it because some of it is actually really banging. Like, you know, Quand la gigue s'est arrêtée is actually pretty good. The thing is, did you know that actually the musician actually, like the composer, actually recycled a bunch of music from movies and stuff that he made
Oh,
because he didn't have the time to actually make the soundtrack for Cindy?
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, because I learned a lot by interviewing people, and apparently Charles Tallard, the producer, kind of set the date very early on. And, like, the date of release very early on.
Yeah, they had
And
like,
when-
no time.
Yeah, like, he wanted to basically rush the creation of Cindy by being like, oh yeah, it's like in a couple months, so you gotta create it. And the things that Luc Plamondon, he doesn't work well under pressure, like, at all. You can't rush creativity. So because of this, he delivered something that was quite mediocre. And when he saw that things were not going well, even though the sales of tickets were going up and up, after only 2 months, he was like, okay, after December, we're finishing this, the show is gone. So Charles Tallard basically pulled the plug on Cindy very early on.
Oh
because of this.
wow.
Which means that the actors who, you know, had put like so much work into it, and, you know, so much budget was put into it and everything, and like, they were
So
all
much
like,
budget was put into the fucking obelisk.
oh
It-
my god.
It was doomed to fail
I
because
need-
of poor management.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Unsurprisingly.
I need to ask how much was the obelisk to Alan. Thank you for reminding me. I need to ask.
I mean, well, there's the question if the lights guy knows, but I mean, he might. I mean, T.
Maybe
Spill
he
the
knows.
tea.
I mean, that's the only person in like tech who enters me.
True.
So I'm gonna actually put a pin in it. I'm gonna write real quick.
Oh yeah, and like the
lot.
clothes design. Was there anything
But-
there?
Well, I couldn't contact at all the person behind the designs, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I did ask one of the actor, so it was frick, it was Judith Bera. I did ask her, like, if they had any kind of like, you know, say in the costumes, and apparently she told me no, not at all, because like Givenchy just decided everything. Because it was Givenchy, so they were the ones to design all of the costumes, to make all of the decisions. So the reason it turned out like this is probably because Givenchy is just not, you know, used to making costumes, because they're they are ready to wear like company. So it's very likely that it's just that they didn't have much like knowledge when it came to costumes. So it could be that. Unfortunately, like I said, I couldn't contact anyone, so I might ask Alan if he knew anything about it, but I mean, he was in the light department.
He wasn't
So-
like, I mean, you can ask, but like, yeah.
Yeah. The price of the tower.
And I guess the other actors could know something too.
Yeah, I will ask her too. I'm probably gonna ask the same questions I asked. The actor for Judy.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually kind of fun because, like, the actor for Judy, like Judith Berrar, she had a really good time on Cindy. Like, it was really freeing for her. I'm not gonna say that in the documentary that I'm making, but like, you know, she was going through a very messy divorce at the time. And-
Yeah, she got to stick it to the man.
Yeah, like in her song Salo, she was really able to really let out all of her emotions about it. It was very helpful for her and her emotions. And actually, that's how she met her her second husband. Because guess what? Musumara, so the composer, actually ended up being her husband later.
Yeah.
They married each other. Nowadays they're divorced, but they still have very fond feelings for one another. And unfortunately, I think it was last year, Musumara's son died at the age of 19.
Oh
And
wow.
that destroyed Judith Berrar.
Yeah.
Because it was kind of like her own son, because she basically knew him since he was a little kid.
Yeah.
So that was absolutely destroyed.
Big
Like
sad.
that absolutely destroyed her.
Yeah.
So yeah, like a lot happened. I'm very thankful that she answered so many questions. I really appreciated her for that. Like she responded to me like pretty much right away. She was very excited too. I'm very sorry. I just like talking about this thing because
Yeah, it
It's
like
fine.
you do.
that's the reason I want to make
There's
a video.
there is a
about it.
lot of content in that video. Especially now that you got the fucking cast interviews.
Oh yeah, I mean I only got one cast interview because like I said I need to like send something.
Yeah. But like
you know what,
you're on your way.
Yeah, I'm gonna send something actually right now while I'm at it to Christelle because otherwise I'm gonna forget.
Yeah.
And
Get
plus,
it,
if you guys
girly.
have any questions, you can like say it. But yeah, because I keep pushing it for later. You know, I keep saying okay,
Yeah.
I'll do it later, and then I just don't do it. And I told her I would contact her in January, and it's February,
Hmm.
so I'm gonna do it right now. But yeah, sorry about that.
That's okay. Is there a point where we can save soon?
I assume so. Yeah. I mean,
Alright.
once the dialogue is done, we can back out. Okay,
Yeah,
let's
totally.
go. Let's go.
Let's do that.
Zelden.
They say it already knocked off a wharf from about £1,000.
A hoard of treasure, you mean?
Joe Raiden alike, but he didn't eat a deed somewhere and no one knows where, and now he's dead.
Oh.
That was bad. That was
Oh.
some fan fiction writing.
Oh dear, this case is involved, isn't it?
Of course it is.
The paper loved it, of course. £1,000 lost en route to hell, or such was the line. Can't speak French.
Does it not strike you, though? The paper! Just slaps him with the... Why such an article would be so carefully ensconced under the floor? Sus.
I suppose now you mention it, it does seem a bit hard. Perhaps I'll go over the paperwork with Selden back at the yard and see if I can turn anything around.
Woohoo!
Oh, this is the photograph I found. Looks reasonably recent to me.
Oh!
Aww.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, that's the artist that Olive Green also had on her thingy.
Aww.
Oh my god, we can reinvestigate that probably after this. It would appear to have been taken on the street in front of the house here. And the gentleman on the left is Mr. Garrideb, the landlord, of course. Who's the young man on the right? Mr. Garrideb's son, perhaps?
No, I think it was a previous tenant.
Hmm.
Perhaps you can take that print if you like.
Really? Are you sure? We can presume, therefore, that the yard already knows the identity of the young fellow that is. Is that true?
Well, it's too bad if we do. Fortunately for your lot, leaking information isn't one of my pastime.
My dear Inspector, if I may be so bold as to point something out. Pastimes are for one's leisure, but this is for work.
All the more reason I'm not telling you.
A dismal failure! I wonder why a photograph like this was hidden under the floor. The Shakespeare himself isn't in it. Photographic prints are still rare treasures in the East End. Imagine Mr. Garrideb was rather delighted to have been immortalized. Probably made a proud present of it. And the box! What's in the box?
Now this tin bag looks interesting, doesn't it?
Might I suggest, Inspector, that you open it? If you were to find something inside that reveals the truth behind this case. I wouldn't be in the least surprised.
Yeah, well, funny enough, I already had a look. It's completely empty.
What? Shakespeare, give us a clue, man!
You didn't even have the chance to utter a word, Miss Naruto. But anyway, at least we found out what's inside the box.
Thin air. It's empty, rather than like how I feel inside. Nothing more. Oh, give it to me as evidence. I can give it. I will investigate it. Give it. Wagahi! Yay! So cute, little baby. Hello. Why are you in here? Oh, that's a clue.
Oh, look, it's a lovely little kitty cat. What was its name?
It's Mr. Natsume's, isn't it? I don't think we ever asked him, actually. Why don't we call it, Wagahai? You know, like Mr. Natsume refers to himself in Japanese. Wonder how how he got in here. Clever cat.
Oh, wonderful. Well then, Wagahai, here's something delicious I bought for you from the cat's meat man.
This was very important to animate.
Hell yeah.
So
Oh, he's loafing!
he's loafing. He couldn't be happier now, look.
I just hope we can bring some happiness to his owner too. Alright, alright. I'm just gonna
He's
real quick.
loafing.
Oh, he's He's so cute.
He's making
Oh,
biscuits.
He's making this.
He's loafing and stretching. He's a baby.
This was essential to the game.
This is cheeky.
You're
little
so
meow,
right.
Wagahai. I'm melting.
Oh, this is so adorable. I could sit and watch him
No,
forever.
for real. He may not appreciate that after a while, and we have an investigation to get back to.
Yes.
Okay.
But, no.
Look behind, please. Please, there's something behind there.
This is some sort of makeshift stage, I think, isn't it?
Where does the audience sit, though, for the nightly Shakespeare performances?
Actors aspiring to the great stage must practice their art, Miss Naruto, with or without an audience. In fact, on a related note, perhaps you should set up a mock bench for the defense in your office.
What?
Then you could practice your art every single day.
You have a point. I'll think about it. If you promise to don a beard and play the role of the judge.
Wow, he's into some weird shit.
Well, if that would help you achieve your goal.
This I have to see.
This is what
Oh,
Kazuma
goddammit.
used to ask me to do.
Okay. Okay, and then
I always knew we would need to have a beard so that our romance would work.
Come on.
It is the same man.
Yeah.
Picture of a young gentleman. Lady, can I present to you something?
No, you can't.
Bruh.
Unfortunate. Alright.
All right. I will bother some of you guys with, well, both of you guys with some Cindy-related stuff. I'm very sorry.
It's fine. Okay, well, thank you, sweetie. I'm gonna call girlfriend cause she mad.
Alright.
Oh boy.